Hello, and welcome back to Touhou Pocket Wars. I haven't streamed this in 11 months, something like that, apparently. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I may have fallen out of the Touhou fandom some 10 years ago, but I've been slowly dipping my feet back in the water, for lack of a better analogy, I guess. And this is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm honestly surprised I haven't streamed it in that long. I'd gotten to a part where I wanted to grind, and I spent I was without internet last night, so I spent about an hour, maybe two, grinding. I don't think it's been a full 11 months, because I also streamed this during that little 3 Touhou game marathon last year, but the previous part was 11 months ago, so it's been a while. Anyway, phenomenal title screen, by the way. The Byakuren art is fine and all, but I mean the music. Love Letter to Against Tokyo. Quite a fan of that. Let's see. Oh, it's been 5 months, at least since the last time or 3 months since I last booted up the game. Feels I streamed the Touhou games in January. That doesn't seem right. But anyway, prior to that, it was like late last year. Okay, so it's been a bunch of days since the last time I streamed this. Oh, howdy, Yomu. How did my goofy ass hallucinate Keter 2 on the piano this theme for a bit? Methinks you may indulge a little too much in the Project Moons, but you know, each their own. If we're talking about hallucinating Project Moon music, I had the strangest dream earlier today, Yomu, where I was hearing for the first time the full version of the Ruina opening, and it suddenly got really fucking goofy. Like Scatman style goofy, and I don't know if I was streaming in this dream or what, but I was like, what the fuck? Like, everybody else was eating this shit up like it was the best shit in the world. No offense, I do love Millie's music, but I don't know why. That's where my brain went. Also, god damn it, in my rush to be ready on time, I forgot to tick the setting. You're another like 20 seconds behind, Yomu. I'm sorry about that. It's every time I set up a new stream on YouTube, it's been defaulting back to latency of like 20 to 30 seconds. I keep forgetting because it used to save my setting automatically, but not anymore. So back and forth, it's going to be a little disjointed like it has been lately. Sorry about that. Anyway, the efforts of my grinding. So I've capped out on EXP for my main team. We're at 9999, except for Marissa, because she's the only one that I have access to reform. There's surely someone here that I've unlocked reforms for already. Was it, we're gonna call her Ibuki, Suika. No. So, once you reach the level limit of 500, you can go back to level 1, and you do a little mini-game. I should have probably shown this on stream, but I did the mini-game off-stream, where it's like, not bingo, what's it called? Pass go and get $200 Monopoly? It's a bunch of, like, boards. You roll a dice, you move those tiles, or within those tiles, and each of those tiles is a permanent stat gain. SP, attack, dodge, hit rate, crit rate 2, maybe? I can't remember. But anyway, I've done that for Marissa since she's the only one I have access to in the story. I can go ahead and just go show you at the gap. So, I believe we're in the Forest of Magic? Yeah. So, you fight, and every single time you fight her for this, she gets stronger and stronger. I only beat her because my Marissa and my Mokuo crit for like 6,000 each. That's the only reason I beat her for Reform level 3. It gets harder and harder. Suffice to say. Anyway, let's see. No minigame at the game shop. If you don't know Touhou Pocket Wars, it really just boils down to you're a fan of Touhou, a new card game / gacha IRL game came out. You save up money, you go to your local game store, you fight people there. As you level up, around the time you hit D rank, I think, a portal or a rift? What's Yukari's thing? Those portals in and out of Gensokyo? I can't think of the word for it for some reason. A gate? No, that's not right. Anyway, one of those opens up, you see Ran and Chen, and you accidentally get sucked in. You find yourself in Gensokyo, and you're at the root of what feels like a bunch of the old incidents happening again. Like, we go to Haku Gyokuro, and something going on with the Saigyoji Ayakashi. I don't know my terminology, don't make fun of me, okay? I said I haven't been a fan for like 10 years. Anyway, we'd head over to Higan and meet Shikieki. I call her Shikeki. It's how it's ingrained in my head, sorry. Anyway, to progress the story, we gotta go to the Bamboo Forest and make our way to the Human Village, I think? But more importantly, once we unlock the Human Village and once we're done with this part of the story, I'll be able to reform 2 of my teammates. Go ahead or my main team. I should be able to reform Mokuo and Kane. Kane is how Prince told me to pronounce it last night, but I've always read this as Kane. Sorry. Oh, I hallucinated it in a dream, Yomu. So it was a fake version. It just didn't sound right. I know you don't normally like hear or remember audible things in dreams, but it was just like a bizarro version of the song, and everyone was like, "This is the best thing to have ever existed," and I'm just sitting here like, "What am I listening to?" And then I woke up. I was very rudely woken up, but it's fine. I'm awake now. Okay, Komachi, I think I have access to most other units. Off stream, I did get a bunch of costumes. We got Green Dam here for Nitori. I don't know what this is in reference to. Surely is some kind of a reference. It's very cute, for what it's worth. This game came out in like the early 2000s, late 2000s, or early 2010s, late 2000s. So if there's references, it's gonna be stuff from like 2000s era. Like I'm pretty sure Yukari gets like the main lady from Ume Neko no Naku Koroni. Is that right? Umi Neko no Naku Koroni, yeah. Or Umi Neko When They Cry. I know nothing about Umi Neko, sorry, but I did watch Higurashi when I was younger. Do I have that costume for her? No, but we have a different outfit for Yukari. It looks like she just starts with that one. Anyway, so some of the references are maybe gonna be, maybe I won't get them, more than likely you won't get them, Yomu, if you're not too familiar with some older animes, I guess. One that I would hope you would get, though, is I got Black Rock Shooter for Utsuho. I did her fights last night, and I got her affection up to 500, which is what you needed for this. I feel like I could write a LobCorp Abno or horror story off of what you described your dream as. I mean, okay, it was like there were fervent fans around me, and like they were bewitched by the song. This is how it looked in my eyes anyway. Like, cause I like the short version of the song, but I don't know if I've heard the full version. And in this dream scenario, it just didn't make sense. It did feel like an Abno, I guess, in that case. Anyway, I will not immediately do the story. We have a bunch of fights to do. I'm not in the mood to do them right now. I want to level up some spell cards. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me see who I need to work on. I'm not done with some of my Yomu, or no, sorry, some of my Mokuo spell cards. And let me just reiterate, I believe her name is pronounced Moko, but that means snot in Spanish, and it's very unappealing to say. So I've always read her name as Mokuo. I know it's M-O-K-O-U, but I read it as M-O-K-U-O. Anyway, I should work on her spell cards. My Sanae is not done. Her res isn't fully upped. And my Marissa has Master Spark level 10. Kane could use some stuff. Komachi, I just finished a couple of things. I really need to max out Scythe of Life and Death. This has a chance of instant killing, which is insane, but it only hits mid-range targets. Nitori, like, everyone needs work. Am I done with Double Spark? I'm not done with Double Spark. The main team's not done, and the side team's not done, so let's go ahead and buy some spell cards here. We'll start with... I looked at Sanae, and Convictor Yamak-Sandu started playing in my head. I've already gone over the story of my past involving that Ayase song. You know what? I have been using Komachi more. Let's try and get Scythe of Life and Death. I've already done with Narrow Confines of Avicii. It nulls damage for everyone in the team. Wandering Ghosts on the Path is a far-hitting attack. She's in the front row, so nothing's ever gonna be far to her, but it would be good to have just on principle. Damn, dude, the one time I'm not leveling up that skill, it gives me tons of it. Bro! I mean, I would want multiple copies of these, but it costs 80 out of 100 MP, and her MP regen sucks. I'm done with her coin move, which also hits pretty good far distance, actually. It was absolutely like... It was completely bizarre, bro. I'm sorry. Imagine, like, Scatman, but melee voice. As cursed as that sounds. Oh, fuck. I got a Scythe of Life and Death. Well, I don't need this extra Death's Big Scythe. So, the way that skills work in this game, you have 6 spell cards you bring with you during a fight, and then just 6 slots, backup slots. These never go into the fight, so you just buy spell cards, and you can level them up by sacrificing one, and then it goes up to 10. It has a random range of what stats increase, though, so I could level up Death's Big Scythe max, and then level it up again, and they'll have different stat ranges. It's a range, so I don't know what the max number is. I believe it's on the wiki, which I may pull up later. But anyway, that was already like a lot of money right there. Nitori. Sure. The problem is Nitori's not a fighter. She's got a heal, and more importantly, she's got an evade. Okay, I just maxed out her heal. Yeah, we want Hydro Camouflage. I want to max that out if I can. Quite lucky there. Let's see. Yuka. I definitely want to up Yuka. Yuka Kazami. She kind of scares me, but I think that is intended. Her Sunflower move I have maxed out already. This decreases enemy SP for a few turns, which is nice. I think if I want double Spark, I gotta buy her Pack 3, yeah. It's more expensive, but I want... Okay, look. There are tons of types of characters in this game. I'm a fan of the glass cannons, the paperist defense with the glassiest of cannons. Marissa, I keep her at like around 600 health. She might live one hit. She'll more than likely die in one hit. But she usually goes first, and she has enough to start off with a Master Spark. If the Master Spark hits, it's gonna nuke them, kill all of them, or at least wound them, so long as it hits. Wound them pretty heavily. I suppose. I'm not exactly sure who Cassie Wei is, but sure. Okay, Sanae, I wanted to up her res. I don't know what pack the res comes from. Her heal's already maxed out. It wouldn't be bad to have another heal, though. She's not exactly a damage dealer. I build her like a tank that just reses. Maybe I get the res from pack 3? Ooh, God's Pentagram. That's her nuke. This might not be the case, but most, if not every unit, has like a big nuke spell card. And that's Sanae's. Okay, we get her reses from pack 3. I need just one more. Oh, the God's Pentagram I'll take. I already have that one maxed out, so I don't need it. Yes, I'm tearing open these card packs and throwing the cards away, since I just don't have room. Don't do this, IRL. Don't buy card packs and throw them away. That's rude. But I must do that here. Okay, Team 2 is Komachi, Nitori, Yuka. Team 3 is... Have I worked on Yomu in a while? Let me double check what my Team 3 is. Tenshi, Aya, Hina. Okay. And then I guess Team 4 is Yomu, Reimu, Erin, and Alice. I'm thinking about throwing in Sakuya, because Yomu and Sakuya have a unison attack. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I've seen it. Okay, I may as well set those spell cards while I'm here, actually. Did I not buy... I didn't buy Mokuo spell cards. Hang on. At this point, I'm interested in what the hell even happened in the dream. That's about it, bro! That's about it. I don't know the context, if I was streaming or just listening to the song or what. But... that's just how it went down, bro. I'm sure as a Project Moon fan, you find this incredibly fascinating, but there's not much more to it than that. You brought up whatever you just said about Project Moon, schizophrenia. That's not what you said. What did you say? You hallucinated Keter 2 in the main theme of this game. Anyway, And it made me remember, oh yeah, I had that weird-ass stream today. Let's see... Mokuo is, like, gonna be all the way back here, yeah. If we want Fujiyama Volcano, it's gonna be Pack 3. And this is her nuke, bro. It's so fucking good. Oh, whoop. Honest Man's Death isn't bad either, and I almost have a second one maxed out. Now, each of her spell cards is actually okay. They hit strange spots, like... She has an attack that doesn't hit close, even though she's a front-range fighter. But it does decent mid, and it does, like, middling far. And then, more importantly, Honest Man's Death, 194 close, a bit mid. And then Fujiyama Volcano, it's level 3, and it's already 273%. That shit's insane. And she has a self-res. It's only a chance of self-reviving, though. Which could be hype, could be lame. You know? But that's why we have Sanae on the team. Just in case her res actually doesn't pop. Which means I should probably get Sanae another copy of her res. Because she doesn't really do damage, and I feel like she never has the MP for God's Pentagram anyway. This maxes out Forgotten Ritual. And it actually maxes out her Miracle Fruits assist ability. If she's in the assist slot, then we get 5% HP every turn. Dost thou remember if the intro animation was changed at all? I just remember the scene where Angela's looking in the mirror, I think. Was she looking in the mirror? And then it's the version of her, she's like bound in chains and like black feathers. Or that's what it looks like to me anyway. From the intro. You know what I'm talking about. Unless I hallucinated that too, well then maybe I should check myself in a loony bin. I don't think those are open anymore. Okay, so looking at Nitori, she was added later in the game. Like, so Touhou Pocket... I might even just pull up some assets for this. Hang on. Touhou Pocket War. The game originally came out as Touhou Pocket War. I've got it right here. Developed by Mikan Doa, I believe I want to say they're based in China, but it might be the other part of China that China claims ownership to, and my social credit is tanking just by saying this, but Taiwanese, maybe? That's what I was thinking of. Anyway, they made Touhou Pocket War, which was just this game's base story. Or this game's base story. Then they made Touhou Pocket Wars Evolution. And now the title screen for this is quite risque, but, you know, I'm not complaining. This was an expansion disc that, or a different version that came out with more content and a little bit of post-game. And we got Touhou Pocket Wars EVO Plus, which is the current game we're playing that has Byakuren on the cover. Which I'm just going to go ahead and download now. This has, like, the lowest qualities I've ever seen. There we go. Anyway, and this is the current version we're playing. It's the final version of this game, and it has quite a bit of content. But with these expansion discs, they added more content, but they didn't, like, bridge the gap in some places. Like, Nitori does not have a unison attack with anybody, because she was added, I guess, later on. Same with, I want to say, Utsu? No, not Utsuho. She's in the story. Well, then again, so is Nitori. Anyway. I like this game a lot, so if you allow me to yap about it, I will. Okay, Yuka Kazami. I don't know if it's fan canon or not that she's a sadist, but, you know, scary. Almost 300% on the double spark is really nice. And then I have an extra set of Devilish Sunflower, because this does lower SP on hit. But I don't think there's really room for it. I might just remove Spear Shot, because she's never going to be in the front row to hit close. So, you know what? We'll have 2 copies of the Sunflower. Maybe 2 copies of Double Spark. The problem with Double Spark is it's an 85 cost, so that's at least 1 turn of charging, maybe even 2. I forget what I was working on with Tenchi. Definitely just giving her close range stuff, though. Also, I'm only now realizing I forgot to upgrade the... Not upgrade. Raise the quality. I had to lower the quality of the processing on OBS because my Mabinogi and OBS were not running at the same time, sadly. Also, pardon my paranoia, but I'm gonna go ahead and save. So I still have it on the lowest setting. Hopefully it doesn't look too ugly. My second copy of Honest Man's Death is almost done. This one's at 194, and this one's at 186. Okay. Okay. Good. Maybe I'd be a little worried if I hallucinated visual things as well. You say hallucinate, but dreamed. Okay, dreamed. Makes it sound nicer. Question mark. Is that everybody? Tori, Komachi, Kane, Yuka... Yeah. Okay. We're gonna buy a couple more spell cards. Oh, I think my Yomu already has the Unison spell card. Yeah, the 2 Knights. Unison. 250 close range, so... And, like, middling numbers, mid and far range, but that's fine too. More importantly, 20% crit rate. 72 MP, and I think it takes MP from both characters. So I think wherever my Sakuya is, I'll move her over to the team with Yomu. I just don't like having 2 close range fighters on the same team. Okay, we're gonna buy a few more spell cards. I've never seen this Touhou game. Hey there, Avi. This is Touhou Pocket Wars. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and I say this as a guy that fell out of the Touhou fandom about a decade ago. I was big into Touhou in high school. I first saw Bad Apple, and then I downloaded some of the Touhou games. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, Perfect Cherry Blossom. And then my whole friend group back in high school played Hiso Tensoku, the 12.3, one of the fighting games, basically. And then after high school, I kind of just fell off. I fell out of Vocaloid, and I fell out of Touhou. But in recent years, I've been wanting to dip my feet back into it, my toes, whatever the saying is. And I decided, hey, I love this game, even if I'm not, like, super into Touhou anymore. Although that's, you know, I'm easing my way back into it. This is one of my favorite games. You play as a guy, you save up to start playing the Touhou card game that just came out. A portal opens up at some point, and you find your way into Gensokyo, and hijinks ensues. Mini versions of previous incidents happen. This game only goes up until the one with Byakuren, I believe. That's around the time this game came out, I think. Whichever one Byakuren's from. UFO? I don't know. Anyway, I gotta buy some spell cards here. I will admit, first and foremost, I will not hold it against either of you two, or anyone watching, if you dip at some point. Visually, it's maybe not the most interesting game to look at. This is a small doujin game made by an indie or doujin circle. It was sold at Comic-Cets. You know, it's not intended to be like a big sprawling game or anything. I just think it's really cool, and I really like this game. So, I really, really like this game, even. Who should I work on? Probably Mokuo, right? Just on page 5. Oh, and I will reiterate this again. I know it's Moko. Moko in Spanish is like snot, so I just don't like calling her that. I don't know much about Touhou. I've always wanted to play Touhou stuff, though. Nice! I want to do a full-ass marathon. Like, I want to do... Oh, dude, so lucky right there. I want to do as many Touhou games as I can. I just don't know where to get them safely. I mean, I guess I could hunt down physical copies, but the importing would be very expensive. I own physical copies of Touhou Scarlet Weather Rhapsody and Hiso Tensoku, actually. I own 2 physical copies of that, but I don't own any of the other games. Any of the other official games, anyway. I'll probably stay here a while. I want something to listen to while I edit a video. Alright, good luck. You reminded me that I really got to get down to making my next YouTube video. I edited together me and my friends playing Fubar Zero. It's a cool third-person shooter. It's very small on Steam. I'd like to spread the good word of it. Because it's basically just S4 League, a game that I grew up with. So, how can I not? They basically just made a game that I already knew I liked. I'm going to make a second set of Sanae's Revive. So Sanae has a multi-target revive. It's pretty fucking busted. In a good way. And I'm not done with her nuke yet. Well, I might be. Close enough. I've never edited anything, so this is really confusing. Learning the new software. Oh, best of luck to you then. I use DaVinci Resolve. There's a free version, and that's what I use. Am I done with Marissa? I think I had a second Master Spark, no? Yeah, I have a second Master Spark. I'm not done leveling. Do I need to level it? Not really. My Marissa already nukes things from orbit. Oh shit, I got Mega Master Spark. Oh no. I think Pack 2 is what gives regular Master Spark. Let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, there we go. Magic Sign Master Spark. I'm already running out of money, by the way. I'm down to my last 6,000 yen. And the yen is, like, way less. Like, the yen is doing pretty poorly right now, I believe. So, yen back then was worth a lot more than it is now. I want to say this... I imagine this takes place around the time the game came out. At least that's what it feels like, so... Like, late 2000s, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna do some part-time jobs. It just... So, days are broken into 3 chunks. You got morning, midday, midnight. Or, well, morning, midday, night. And you can do a number of things in that time chunk. There's just going to the game center and fighting some people at the card shop. There is... It just spends the time chunk, which I'm going to go ahead and click here 3 times to earn some money. Or there's going to Gensokyo and doing a number of things, like going to a dungeon. We'll be going here to progress the story in maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. Or, you know, interacting with the various Touhou heroines? Ladies? I don't know why I can't think of the right term for that. Another game I've never heard of. This game is very niche. Hello, Bob Test. This is one of my favorite games of all time. This is Touhou Pocket Wars. Visually, I know it's not very interesting to look at, but back in high school, when I first found this game, I was very, very, very into Touhou. And this game has you takes place? No. This game has you play as a Touhou fan, so I was able to relate to that back then as well. Playing a newly released Touhou card game when a portal to Gensokyo opens up, and you find yourself reenacting a bunch of the hijinks between the previous Touhou games, and meeting all of the storied Touhou cast. Anyway, I know of Touhou, but I never heard of Touhou Pocket Wars. It's a niche game. It's a doujin game even. So you might have heard the word doujin before, and before you freak out, doujin shi I think means like pornographic manga. Doujin in general just means indie, or like self-published indie pornographic manga is what doujinshi I guess means. Something akin to that anyway. Doujin just in general does not necessarily mean that. This game has none of that. Although, you know, the title screen would make you think otherwise. Anyway, just think of this as like an old indie Touhou game, because that's what it is. And I like it quite a lot. Okay, do we have a game center? We do. Okay, I don't have a scene ready for this, but give me just a moment. You might call me a cheater, and I will own that. But the AI also cheats. I have played this game start to finish. This is my 3rd playthrough over the last decade, start to finish. Well, I guess we're about 3/4 of the way through right now. But I'm looking for a certain file. Give me just a moment. There is a quiz battle thing. I'm going to go save. So every day when you go to the card shop, there's a chance that that little quiz in the bottom right shows up. And if you get a certain pair, I'll just go ahead and start it since I saved. It's match 2 or whatever this is called. And if there's a card in here that says avatar, it'll unlock a costume, a random costume for a random character. However, the game fucking cheats. I'm not even joking, bro. The game cheats. Hang on, I'm looking for Pocket War. I'm looking for my, I have a graph for this, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna add in another window capture. Give me just a moment. I mean, this isn't important, but if it's not shown on screen, you're gonna think I'm a crazy person talking to myself, more so than I already am. We'll just name this Ace Sprite. Ah! Patty! That's Frisbee's favorite scene from, oh god, Tales of Vesperia. I've been playing that with him. Okay. Ace Sprite. So you should see my sprite art program now. I don't think this matters, but I'm gonna have this in the corner just so you can visually kind of see what I'm working with over here. So, I haven't said it, anyone said anything yet. Let's see. POV, the type of things casinos do to make you not win. Essentially, yes. Hear me out. So, the AI knows where all of the cards are. It will willingly fail 3 to 4 to 5 times. Sometimes it'll just come out swinging right off the bat. And then it will match 2, match 2, match 2, match 2, match 2, match 2, match 2. It'll just clear the whole board. I have much experience with this game. You can take my word for it. And if I mess up enough with my graph here, then I'll probably be able to showcase it. The only thing that matters is that I get the avatar card, because there's lots of characters in this game, and they each have at least one costume. Anyway, I'm gonna move my chat over here so I can see it. I don't see nothing. Joke. Okay. All right, you're on thin ice. So what I do here is I just write, I know you're not gonna be able to. This isn't gonna be legible. Can I make this a bit bigger? Is there a way this could be legible without do this, I guess. And this. Again, does this little POV over here matter? Not really, but you won't, like, I'll sound like a psychopath if you don't see this. Okay. So, I'm gonna move the game over on this screen. I can't see my preview anymore, so if something goes wrong, let me know. Marissa. Bottom right is Mokuo, mid-center is Marissa. And this is Mokuo. So yes, I am cheating, but the game cheats as well. So I will cheat the game back, okay? Trust me, like, you might not believe me, but I really don't like cheating. Like, I really, really don't like cheating. I like when games are difficult. I like overcoming it myself. Right? You guys are pretty new, so you might not know that, but I do. If it's a game I really like, I'll play it on, like, the hardest or a harder difficulty, that kind of thing. I'm doing this simply because this cheats. We have a thing right there. I wouldn't consider this cheating, thank you. It's just like counting cards. I'm sorry, that thinking of counting cards just made me think of a Germa clip. Okay, we're gonna start revealing this top row. I've been doing this lately. Also, I cross these out as I come across them. Aya. Oh shit, that's Aya and Aya. See? You see what I mean? How did it fucking know that? Okay, Moko was off the table, but 3 on the right. I think this was Satori. 1, 2, 3. This was Yuka? Was that Yuka Kazami? I think so. I think that was Satori and Yuka. If I get that wrong, please let me know. Unfortunately, it got Mokuo. I can't believe Mokuo's dead. She's one of my favorite units. It just manifested a pair. So, it will fuck up purposefully a couple of times, and then it's just gonna go match 2, match 2, match 2, match, like, legitimately. It'll just clear the whole board. And it's usually gonna give you, if you don't cheat back, you're gonna be like 5 pairs to 15. Something like that. So, we're counting cards here, boys. And I've already done this a good number of times. I want to say I've gotten most of the costumes. So we won't be doing this too much tonight. Marissa. Also, did I not pair my Ayas? I did not pair my Ayas. There's 2 copies of Marissa, and there's 2 pairs of Marissa and 2 pairs of Reimu. So we'll go ahead. Oh, Aya here, and Aya right next to... I forgot. Okay, Yuka and Tenchi. I already knew those. I already knew those. Oops. I don't think I can be much help here. I don't know any names. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Moral support is perfectly fine, too. This is the one that matters. I write this one with a star. This is the one thing that matters here. I have yet to get my favorite costume in the game. You can see her in the background, Marissa in, like, that uniform back there. It's a reference to Umineko, I believe. It's a character named Jessica. I don't know anything about Umineko, sorry. I just know it's a visual novel by the Higurashi people, and I think it's in the Higurashi universe. But that's my favorite Marissa costume, and Marissa's like my main fighter in this game, so I'm still waiting to find that one. That's Yukari Yakumo. Satori we already knew, and I think that's middle row Sakuya? Sakuya Izayoi, thank you very much. Shiki Eiki. Shikieki Yamaksandu. Back when we were in high school, my friend pronounced her name Shikeki. So I'm sorry in advance, but I will continue to refer to her as Shikeki. There's another Sakuya. It found the avatar. It found the avatar, but it hasn't done its programmed win yet. Let's fucking go. Okay, this is avatar, and this is... Okay, I could fuck up, and it could 3 and 17 me. I don't care anymore. I got the outfit. We have 2 Sakuyas, right? It's like dead center, and then... Here? Yeah. I got it. I think there's two pairs of Sakuya as well. So don't be surprised if we see another one of her. Another Marissa. Well, we happen to know where the other Marissa is. Marissa Kirisame. I know this is like... I love this game. I've tried streaming it last year, and I will see this game through to the end. I know it's not interesting to look at, but I hope my... I don't know if you can tell, but I really, really like this game, so hopefully that at least makes it a little interesting. I don't know everything about it, but I have gotten pretty far before. In fact, this time around, my goal is to beat the EX or Phantasmal tournament, whatever the difficulty was called. When you beat the game, it unlocks some final difficulty fights. And then if you keep grinding past that, there's like 2 more tiers after that. It got to the point where my level, like 5,000 Marissa, is no longer able to win back then on my old save file. I've since lost those save files. Anyway, my goal is to beat that difficulty. People don't tend to watch the millionth popular game streamer because they like how the game looks. They tend to do it because they like the streamer. That's an interesting way of putting it, actually, Bob Test. Well, okay, this is Yuyuko Saigyoji. Also, the only one with pink hair? No, the one of only 2 with pink hair. We'll just find out who's directly above her. Reimu Hakure. That's John Touhou right there. Okay, it found the Yukari. Remilia and Reimu. Okay. Yukari was here. I don't know what's here. I think this is... Oh, God. Wait... I don't remember anymore, damn. Okay, unfortunate. We'll just have to keep trucking on. Find out this one. Yuka Kazami. I claimed this one down here was Yuka. Let me mark it first, though. It's double U. Yuka Kazami. According to this, it's 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Are we counting cards? Yes, but we have to. Yuyuko, not Yuyuka. Oh, and I got the avatar earlier. The better you score against the bot, you get more bonuses. Like your next instance of EXP is up to like quadrupled, I think. Your next affection from giving a gift to one of the Touhou characters is doubled. More money from your part-time job, etc., etc. So we are still gonna try to beat the bot here. Satori Komeiji. I believe we have seen Satori, and she's right here, yes. The older sister, by the way. I always thought she looked like the younger sister of the Komeiji characters. Ah, where was Remilia? This was one that the bot found. Counting cards isn't technically a way to cheat. Casinos just don't like it. I'm sure they'd still kick me out, or worse, if I were to do that. I'm gonna assume this is Remilia? Sakuya. Damn. Yuyuko Reimu. Reimu. This isn't a good example, but the bot's actually being pretty lenient here. Normally this thing goes for the jugular. It might also somehow depend on the person. So the username's up here. This is my character's name, right? But there's different people with different teams, and I guess ways of playing, maybe, that you meet at the card shop. Do we have 2 Reimus? We have Tenshi, we have Reimu, Remilia. Oh, I do have 2 Reimus. Reimu and Reimu. That's Sakuya! No! What? I think it was supposed to be down here. Okay, Kaguya Sanae. I think this is Kaguya? I don't think we've seen another Sanae yet. So, how did I get that wrong? Okay, we'll do one that I just don't know yet. Aya, Shimemaru. We had an Aya pair earlier, and I think we got it already. There's 2 pairs of Ayas. Okay. In that case, I don't know what this one is. Sanae. Shikieki Sanae? This is... The AI is trying to make me look bad here, but just trust me. It's like legitimately... It's a cheater. It eats pumpkins. Is it this one? Oh, fuck me. Okay, alright, I've lost enough. Here you go, although technically those were already revealed. Alright, hands off the keyboard. Okay, they got that one wrong. There's an Aya. I've lost track of what I had track of. Your computer's listening to you, I tell you. I mean, it probably is. I guess. My laptop, which I don't really use anymore, but I'm going to have to stream a couple of certain games, it would turn on in the middle of the night for seemingly no reason. That always kind of freaked me out, like it was trying to listen to me or some such. I don't even know where anything is. That's a Sanae. The Sanae is up here already taken. But there's a Sanae right... No! What? Ah. Damn. Well, we're not getting very many bonuses here. Remelia. I've made some mistakes with my notes here. Wait. Is that really? It's a Sanae. This is Yuko. What is this? Reimu. 1, 2, 3. No, that's Sanae. I don't know where this is. Oh, okay. This Reimu was supposed to be down here. Okay, that's fine. This is Sakuya. Is this one? Yes. Okay, we got an even match here. Okay, what outfit did we get? This is the important part here. Let's fucking go! That's what I was just talking about, baby! So, next part-time salary's tripled, 1.5 times, that would have been doubled. Love from your next battle. Love is EXP. Affection gained from your next present is doubled. Affection reduced after your next encounter is doubled. That's another mechanic. I'll go over that later, I guess. Or probably in a bit, actually. Let's fucking go, dude! So you could... Oh, I think it's still showing my grid. I'll hide that. My main team's preferred outfits are back there. So, went ahead and... Oh, I want to say animated them, but, I mean, is it really animating if they're just floating there? Anyway. I love this look for Marissa so much. It's apparently Jessica from Umineko no Naku Koroni. I don't know anything about her. I just know that this looks great on her. And I already have the Oendon outfit for Mokuo over here, but I don't have access to her in the story yet. The next dungeon we go to should open up her as an option, so I'll be able to get that outfit. And I just don't have the one that I like for Sanae either, and I don't have Sanae yet. She's in the story right now, but I don't have her at a location. We need to head to Moriya Shrine, I think, which is where we'll also meet Suwako and Kanako? Kanako, she's here somewhere. I swear. Kanako. Love? As in level of violence? Is that a reference? No, it's just what the EXP is called. So I'll give you an example. It's just this little heart icon over here. It's the EXP you get after using them in a fight. So the next instance of love is multiplied by 1.5. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to some units. Let me actually, I'm gonna save, because that is legitimately one of my favorite outfits in the game. We're saving. It's a reference to Undertale, where the EXP is also called love. I'm not an Undertale kind of guy. So I honestly wouldn't know that. Only thing I know about Undertale is the music, and damn is the music pretty good. Okay, who needs the EXP? So what I'm about to do is a little risky. We'll give the EXP to Yomu. Where's Sakuya? Sakuya Izuyoi. So this is all going to be a coin flip on if Marissa kills them or not. Because Yomu and Sakuya here are going to be under level. But, okay. I got really scared thinking that was the enemy Sakuya acting first. We'll just throw a buff on her. Okay. Alright, okay. My Marissa gets her turn. So, I don't have enough starting MP for Mega Master Spark quite yet. Oh, by the way, every character has a unique theme. It's a rendition by Golden City Factory, a musical circle. No longer in existence today, sadly, but they would do like indie or doujin covers of Touhou music. I own a couple of their soundtracks, actually. Well, specifically the ones that came with the ones they made for Pocket Wars. Anyway, I'm such a super fan of this game. I hunted down physical copies of it. I'll go over that in a little bit. I should have some pictures somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna just hope and pray this hits, because if it hits, it should decimate. Yes, only Kaneko's alive now. That ups our chances of winning, because the level difference here is steep. I could even add in Kane, but I'd like to keep her in the back row because she's giving us 25% more love. I think Yomu's one that needs to charge for a couple of turns to use her nuke, yeah. We have a weather effect coming up. Every couple of turns, a weather effect will slide in up here on the top. You can't see it when I hover my mouse over it, but it says, repeat. Spell cards do not need to be reset. Spell cards are one-time use, but then you can spend your next turn resetting them. Sakuya does not have good MP either. These two do not make a good team, even though they have a unison card together. Anyway, we're going to spend some turns charging and hope that Marissa doesn't die. Okay. When's the battle against a true hero? A battle against a true hero, Zunpet's kicking. I don't know if Golden City Factory would use the trumpets, if that's what that means. Your Touhou memes are a little over my head, sorry. There's like a crazy storm today where I'm at. It felt like an earthquake, but I think it was a tree falling down right next to my home, so I went to check. Stay safe. That sounds really scary. I live in Texas, where it's just hot as hell 24/7. 7 days a week. This hits 147%. Ooh, that's a good number. This could kill if it hits, and it does. So, like I said, this is my general strategy. When I want to level up other units, if they're not strong enough to fight on their own, I'll bring them in with Marissa, and I just have to make sure that she nukes them. Good to know, there's still an equipment to find in S rank. Those are quite rare. Oh, it's Undertale song. I know of the music, I don't know them by name, sorry. 99% of gamblers quit before they win big. Weren't we having that problem, was it on last night's stream or some other stream? Where I kept losing my gambles? I don't remember anymore, actually. Anyway, we have one more chunk of the day left. So, I need to figure out who I want to give gifts to. Always keep gambling. Do you work for stake.com or kick.com? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably their mindset over there. We'll give something to Marissa, because I believe I have an outfit for her. I want to say a high-grade red tea would probably be good. Sure. 200. The best would have been their favorite gifts are 250, and that would have maxed her out completely, I think. 200's not bad either, though. I don't think that's enough for the dress, though. So, whenever I play this game, these are always my two main teams, and then I never actually fully build up a third or fourth team. I'd like to fix that this time around. Where are the Flandre, or not Flandre, the Scarlet Sisters. Party dress requires 100 more, meaning if I give her that other red tea, that'll be enough. Gambling is fun is what Ruina has taught me. Just don't gamble all your money away. What the heck is a sunflower? What do you mean? Oh, is the sunflower? I think... I'll go back and check. Hang on. Here's the other high-grade red tea, and that's enough for her one outfit, sadly. She's one of the characters that only has one outfit. Technically, she has 4 outfits, but More on that later. Well, actually, I could just show it off here. So, there's a mini game. There's some optional boss fights where you fight and you dare, and at the end of the dare, they're playing strip poker, basically, I guess. Anyway, we'll give her the Chun-Li outfit. It's actually quite nice. The Sunflower is one of the mooks. This is just a generic enemy. You fight these when you're going to Yuka Kazami's Sunflower Field. It has generic moves. I've always wanted to try using one, but I still haven't built this one up. As you can see, it's level 1. They have the same gift, I think, as... They have the same gift, or assist ability... No, never mind. Mook Perseverance decreases damage taken. I thought they increased the love gain, like Kane. Interesting. Either way, there's a bunch of little mook enemies you can get. I'm gonna try to build one this time around. Emphasis on trying. There actually is a mook that I kind of like. It's like, it looks like Shanghai, I think, but we don't see them until the post-game. Flower versus Merceau. Who do you think wins? I mean, Merceau, obviously, right? It's literally just a generic unit. You fight through a horde of them to get to Yuka. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I guess we'll do one of these fights. Sure. So this is a weird mechanic. It doesn't make sense canonically because you're the only human entering Gensokyo in the story. But as you raise the affection of the characters, they have like a super fan that you have to beat. And he's like, so once they see you, once you reach a certain point in the story, these fights start appearing. You have to beat them a couple of times, and then they'll admit defeat. Alright, you're the real fan here, I guess. Anyway, why did you come here? I'm not going to give up my precious Nitori to the likes of you. This is non-canon in my head, because we're the only human in Gensokyo. Not the only human, but the only one in the story that's doing all of the heavy lifting. Anyway. It's actually like a max level fight, so I'm going to bring my main team. Okay, we have a clear coming up, so we're just gonna charge. Oh, Jesus. That raises damage by 74%. This really works out for me, though. So we got the weather clear. This is one of the best ones you can get. Increased hit rate, almost max. So 100% crit rate on Fujiyama Volcano. I'm more than likely gonna kill her. It crit for double her health. And then 100% hit rate on Mega Master Spark. Goodbye. Okay. Maybe I overhyped that a little bit. And you can get gifts from these fights, so they are worth doing. So as you can see, that doubled it. It normally would have been 200, but it was doubled to 400. And there we go. There's also another mechanic where the 3 top units in you have slotted. You'll do a dream of them that's like a little mini fight with a tiny little story cutscene as well. I'm not doing these at the moment because you need all of the units to be fully built, basically. This is an odd ad placement. It's like a phone next to the screen. What do you mean? Like a banner ad on the side? By the way, Twitch ads, I have them set to as low as they'll let me set them. I can't completely negate them, sadly. They tend to jump scare my viewers, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay. This is another mechanic, but I think it'll be a while before I clear another one of these. Basically, as you do these achievements over here, you can distribute where you want these extra point stat percentages to go to. I just go all in on hit rate. Or sometimes SP if I'd like to start with like Mega Master Spark or such. But it involves doing all of these Chivos. Some of them won't unlock until the post-game, I'm pretty sure. EX rank battle, I think that's post-game. I need one more reform on Marissa. That's going to be a little while, though. You can set up a thing to warn the viewers before an ad appears. That is brand new, or at least I haven't heard of that. Do you know what it's called? Look into ad warning setup. Yeah, I'll look into that later. It's not a Twitch setting. Oh, I use a streamer bot for that. I don't have one of those set up. Anyway, I'm gonna double check if there's a quiz game again. There's not. That's fine. I want to finish setting up some spell cards here. I would very much like to fully max out. Oh, I didn't level her spell cards. Whoops. That one goes to waste, but it's fine. I think we'll get ready to do the next dungeon here in a minute. Oh goodness. Okay, we almost have a second Master's Bark maxed out. And I think Sanae has a second revive I'm working on. Which streamer bot do you use? The only ones that I'm familiar with are like Moobot and Nightbot, but I used those maybe like 7 years ago. I tried streaming back in like 2016, I gave up, and then I started picking it back up again a couple years ago. Anyway, I remember using a bot back then, but I haven't gone back to one since. I would say Secretly Inherited Art is her worst move, so we'll replace it with a revive. That's basically all I use Sanae for. I build her very tanky, and she has a revive. It's just called Streamer Bot. Oh. Not familiar with that one, then. I'm gonna buy some cards for Kain, although I don't normally use her in fights. She's not a bad unit. This is where you get your units, by the way. It's a gacha machine. I have one of everybody right now. The 2 post-game gacha catchers don't come out until you beat the post-game, sadly, and then there's nothing really after that. Other than the EX fights, I guess. Tank healer is the best build in a group. Exactly. Right, we'll get a couple more spell cards, specifically for Team 3, and I think that's Hina, Tenchi, Reimu? Go ahead and buy over here. I want to max out Lady Ogane's Fire. I don't have that maxed out either. Yeah, Old Lady Ogane's Fire. It does pretty good damage. And I'd like a second copy of it if I could. That one's not maxed out yet. Gotcha? Gotcha like in Limbus Company? Project Moon reference? Okay, come on now. That's a little bit of a stretch, no? Gacha existed before Gacha machines existed before Gacha games, friends. And these are character catchers, or Gacha machines. You're getting a little capsule with a unit in it. Anyway. Sure. Yomu thought they heard a Limbus song in the title theme of this game. So, I don't know. I think we all have Project Moon fever. Not necessarily a bad thing. Nothing is too far? Alright. Let's see. Who have I not bought spell cards for? It's Tenchi. Where's Tenchi at? She's early on, right? Yeah. I would like to get another set of Hisoten of All Humankind. But it's pretty rare, yeah. It hits everybody equally, which is pretty nice. Oh, Library of Ruina song. My bad. My bad. I've got zero clue about Limbus. Played like half of Kanto 1. I've played all of Kanto 1 and 2. It's pretty cool. And apparently it gets better. Kanto 2 was like wacky woohoo. It was a bit much, if you ask me. Playing a Project Moon game alters your brain chemistry. Oh no. I wish they would have warned me before I went in. I didn't even know what Project Moon was. My friend just gifted me LobCorp. Like 2 years ago, I want to say. And then I started streaming it last year. Let me double check the team comp real quick. Yuka, I could max out Double Spark. Aya Shimemaru needs work. Aya, Hina, and Tenchi. Which I can actually go ahead and just level up Hina's stuff. This weird curly thing decreases SP, yeah. That's not bad. You might be able to stop them from using a skill for a turn. These other ones I don't really care about as much. Way too addicted to Ruiner currently. Sank in like 120 plus hours in a month. Damn. I've been doing it once a week, basically. I do Project Moon stuff every Tuesday. I don't know how that came to be. It just did. Not that I'm complaining. Tenchi. Hisoten of All Humankind. It's already level 5. Wow. The problem is... We'll replace her self buff. This lowers her damage taken to 44%. Because I have 2 copies of Sword of Hiso. She's a front row fighter, so I just want her to have these, like... I want her to just rapid fire out these. And she hasn't actually fully leveled up her stun yet. What was the last one? Hina, Tenshi, Aya. I gotta go buy cards for her. I'm alternating between Lob and Ruina since I haven't beaten either game yet. I didn't want to skip around, but apparently it was okay for me to start Limbus because there's not as much of a tie until later on in the story. It's what I was told. So that's why I'm currently doing both, one or the other. But I did not want to start Ruina until after LobCorp, and I did. Okay, we're looking for Aya Shimemaru. She's from the Heroine pack, so I'll just buy her pack 3 because I don't have her nuke even remotely close to being maxed out. And you usually get the nuke from pack 3. You usually get the nuke from pack 3. You usually get the nuke from pack 3. It's fine. I had to level these up anyway. This is that, or this is this, and that is that. He said the thing. He said the thing. PogChamp, he said the thing. I'm not a big story guy, so I didn't care about, like, story spoiler stuff. Mix story and spoiler together there. I'm more interested in, like, abnos and lore and implications, so I do mind the spoilers myself. Aya, where is your nuke? Aya. Sonic Boom, fucking Guile out here. I guess. Oh my god, does it not exist? Kanto 3 has custom boss music in its peak. Well, I'm out of money! I'm down to my last 1,200 yen. That's like less than 10 bucks. There's no Game Center today? Yeah. Okay, once I'm done getting a bit more levels on Aya's spell cards, we'll go ahead and do the next dungeon. Surely Wind God Girl exists, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not burning all my money away for no reason. There it is, Illusory Dominance. Wind God Girl's the name of her song. I am broke. Sonic Boom, like the video game? My brain went to Guile. You know, Street Fighter. Sonic Boom. There we go, another Illusionary Dominance. Can I get one more before I run out of money? Nice. Excuse me? Aya, where is your nuke? Gexel Zaire. What a bastardization of my name, but it's fine, Yomu. Hey, Matt, how's it going? I'll just spend the rest of the day working at the job. And we'll upgrade Aya's spell cards. Level 5 Illusory Dominance should be good. Illusionary, not illusory. This isn't a Dark Souls fog wall. I'm assuming Pack 2 has Dark Crow of the Wind and Autumn Whirlwind. Okay, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and do the next dungeon. Unless we have another minigame back at the old card shop. We do not. That's fine, though. I'll do, like, one A-rank fight with the B team. How about that? I don't remember who I had on slot 4. I'll just bring Kane so they get the extra EXP. Honestly, this team might even be strong enough for S rank, not B rank, or A rank. Worst case scenario, I can move Kane over as well. Kane, as Prismia would tell me to pronounce it. I really, really like Tenshi's theme. Whoever unit you put in the front is the theme that plays. This is Tenshi's theme, Let's Bava Gra? Something like that. I love this song, bro. Okay, Aya does not have good starting SP, so we'll take a turn charging. Surprisingly, Tenshi has 81 SP at the start. That's crazy. Hina has abysmal starting SP. We can't Hisoten of all humankind. So we'll just save up. We are about on level. Oh, Aya's dead. Aya's fucking dead. Aya's supposed to be like a dodge unit, but she didn't dodge too good there, huh? If this hits, it should hurt pretty good. That's not a kill, but we can back that up with a level 10 Hisoten of all humankind. Come on. It didn't hit the Komachi, but it did kill off the Yuyuko. I have no healing on this team, by the way, so... Oh, fuck, there's a clear. This is the best weather icon because it all but guarantees your next attack, but I don't have any good attacks. No! Or rather, I don't have any SP. Maybe she had broken wings, maybe. This is what she normally looks like, by the way. This is one of the outfits. I mean, may as well do some damage, right? There we go. That burned all of... No, I can't even do my most simple card. Aw, that sucks. And she has Sight of Life and Death, which is horrifying. Okay, we're just gonna spend turns charging here. I want another Hisoten of all humankind. No! I crit for 1,000! Oh my god, bro. This hits good CNM, so we'll do this. We crit! Oh! Tenshi! Her theme's playing. You know she's got a clutch. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. See, I told you that team could do S rank. It's just, I feel iffy about sending them in without a healer. A lot did is re-kill. Am I having a stroke? Is re-kill a Yu? Nice job, Tenshi. Yomu, can I get a translation? I'm sorry, I can't understand what you just said. Okay. You know what? I'll do a couple more fights. I like my win-loss ratio being that high, so I will save. I'm a little worried we might lose, so I'll go back in. Okay, now legit, nice job, Tenshi. Thank you. Were you speaking in like Zoomer? I don't speak Zoomer, sorry. It depends on when. So I've heard that the Zoomer generation started like people. I've heard conflicting reports. Some say 95, some say 97. If it's 95, then I'm the earliest Zoomer possible. If it's 97, then thank God I'm not a Zoomer. Either way. I think this is a good spot for Tenshi, because these two should count as C, and everyone should count as... Ah, damn. Okay, that's fine. If you position them just right, then your close-range fighter can hit 2, but that's fine. Just like last time, we got to spend a turn charging. I'm worried about... Well, one... Remelia nuked us last time. Okay, we're good. Ah! But what's her name? Yugi? Yugi is quite scary. I don't have enough for illusory dominance. How about I give us an evasion buff? We'll just have Aya try to negate damage. I love when Twitch gives me an ad from Twitch. Ugh. Lobster Fest? Gleep Glorp? Where am I? Oh, we have a clear coming up, actually. This is ill-advised, but I'm gonna hold. We're gonna hope and pray we live long enough for that clear to come up, so I can guarantee we get hit. World means everyone deals half damage, so just... You're more than likely gonna live. If you die during a world turn, then they double killed you, you know. They omega killed you. They killed you enough that you would have died twice. Oh Jesus, we have a debuff that makes us take more damage. We need kills here. Go Aya. That was okay damage at best. Go Hina. That's what I'm talking about. And last but not least, there we go. Hisoten of all humankind. That's one of her like level 5 spell cards in Hisoten Soku. I want to say she does like a big red sword slash going like upwards like an uppercut. Takes up like most of the screen. Very cool. I speak my own alien language called written Boston accent. Okay, I might need a little help learning that, alright? Thank you in advance. Ah, fuck. So, there's very few equipment in this game, and I'm still missing one from S rank. It's random chance, so not much to do about it. We'll do that one more time. I'm feeling confident, so I'm not gonna go save like a coward. If I'm here, then they might be close range for Tenchi. I'm not gonna have Aya attack. Oh, we have a Dazzle turn coming up. Unfortunately, I won't be able to partake in it completely. I'm feeling confident. Famous last words. You're not wrong. So Dazzle will burn your entire SP bar, but you'll deal double damage of your next attack. So we'll just Gamba on whatever looks like it'll hurt the most here. 75% damage to F targets. 300. Okay, that half killed Koishi. Ah! I don't have enough for Cursed Dolls, Calamity Cursed Dolls, but I do have enough for Lady Ogane's Fire, which, if it hits, will kill. It killed even, what's your name? Chen. Alright, all that's left is Hisoten. This does 107, this does 131. I'll take it. If that hits, it's gonna nuke. Also, that Suwako has the Mark of the Beast. Knock on wood. What do you do when you come across the Mark of the Beast? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not a very PS person. I got one of the equipment. There's 3 equipments in S rank I'm missing? Holy shit. I didn't even see what the name was. Damn. Either way, I don't have very many of those. So, you can have 1 equipment on a character. Fairy Ring is Dodge chance. Has a chance of turning you into a dog, apparently. This is starting MP by 8. I'm gonna give that to Hina, and I'm gonna hope 1 turn of charging is enough for her to have Cursed Dolls ready. We'll see if 8 MP is enough. Cross your heart. There we go. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna see if we have a minigame. We don't have a minigame. I'm gonna go do the next dungeon. Okay, so the dungeons are, like, very, very simple. I could also do a fight. I mean, I'm not hard-pressed for these right now. You have to beat your rival in order to reform the character. When you hit level 500, you get to do a little minigame. I already explained this earlier, but I'll explain it again, just in case some of you weren't here for it. When you get to level 500, you hit the level cap. So not only have I hit the level cap, I've also hit the EXP cap. 999999, right? You can reset their level back to 1 and then play a mini-game where you're going across a board game and getting permanent stat-ups. But you have to beat your rival and then beat the character as like a boss version of them that gets harder and harder every reform. I've reformed my Marissa twice already. Anyway, let's go do Bamboo Forest. And let me just double check what the objective is right now. It tells you in the save. Go to Aente via the Bamboo Forest of Lost to request medicine. I don't know why we need medicine. I think... So, Utsuho Ryuji escaped from Hell, or wherever they keep her, and her nuclear sun powers were going off in front of the vampire mansion. As you can imagine, that's not very good for vampires. So, I think we may have to get medicine for them. Either way, this is what the dungeons look like. Getting an encounter right off the bat sucks, but that's okay. I might need another team for this. So you can only use each team 1 time, and I'm not confident that this team back here is of level. We'll give it a shot. Worst case scenario... Someone else here has to be kind of leveled up, right? Yeah. Worst case scenario, I'll just reattempt the dungeon. Getting a fight early on kind of sucks. Ooh, I think if I kept Yomu in the middle, she would have been able to hit both of those. Well, they overlevel us, kind of. Kind of. We have a clear weather coming up. We'll save up for Celestial Sword all eternity. I think her MP regen sucks, though, yeah. It's questionable if I'll even have enough MP for that clear. Apollo 13's pretty good. Hit rate is middling. Yeah, we're gonna wait for the clear weather. Someone could die, which would suck. Erin does have the capability of helping us, one might say. She has a res. And that's a vague reference to Help Me Erin, an Ayasi's song. A pretty famous Ayasi song at that. Is it a single target? It's a multi-target. Nice. I thought hers was a single target revive, making her worse than Sanae. I guess not. Okay, so they're guaranteed to get hits here due to the weather, but we're actually pretty tanky. Looks like I built Yomu to have quite a bit of HP. Oh, die twice, you say? Yes, like the Sekiros. Is that what you were going for, Yomu? Reimu's nuke is... okay, actually. 100 across the board ain't bad. It's one of those weird nukes that does equal parts in damage to everybody. Do I absolutely wipe this man from existence, or do I hit... ah, damn. Karma of Uncertainty will hit 2 in the front. This will 391% damage. Bye-bye. And it crit. 700. It lived on 2? What do you mean it lived on 2? Well, it won't matter. None of this matters, because that's gonna hit. Nice. We have a Dazzle coming up. That's worth saving for as well, I think. Now, if this guy goes first, that could hurt really badly. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna use this and hope it stuns. Neither hit, sadly. This one hits M. Yomu has nothing for F, huh? I mean, makes sense. He uses a sword. This does 37% F. That's not very good, though. We'll just go with this. Not bad. And unfortunately, that's my only damaging... well, actually, no. Heaven Spider's Butterfly Catching Web. This is her nuke. Hit rate is middling, but the damage ain't. Damn. Okay, you have a chance of getting gifts here as well. In fact, this is where I was grinding for gifts off-stream. Okay, so I'm gonna assume the top path is not the way forward. Ah, fuck, I think it is. Well, we're gonna go anyway. As you reach certain breakpoints in the dungeon, you will get cutscenes. I'm gonna assume up here is an item. Yes, so dead ends usually have an item in them. Got an emerald ring just now. Every step has a chance of having a fight. We'll go ahead and send in Team 3. As for their backup, Touhou, sure. Do I absolutely wash this spirit, or do I living ghost curse around him? Well, I don't know how he lived, honestly. I might need to bump your attack stat up a little bit, Yomu. We have a Dazzle, turn 2. Ah! He crit my Hina. How dare you. Okay, I don't have enough for Illusionary Dominance, but we'll take this Dazzle and hit them all equally. Not bad. For burning all of my MP, that wasn't very good, but I'll take it. Unfortunately, even with the MP generating item I gave her, one turn of charge is not enough for Cursed Dolls, sadly. I'll have to give Hina a different item. Either way, we're going to Dazzle that. Ooh, the damage. And he's right in front of us, so Heaven and Earth Ancient Tremors. Bam. It's that easy. Homeboy's name is Upside Down Zune. Kind of like that. I always pick this card. I don't know why. I just do. Okay. Is this an item? No, that's an encounter. I'm gonna have to re-enter the dungeon more than likely, because I'm running out of teams right here. I think that's a decent spot for Komachi, because she'll be able to hit Scythe of Life and Death to the 2 back here. We have a Fog turn coming up, so I'm just gonna spend time buffing here. So Nitori gives us evade rate. I don't need to burn this yet because Fog halves hit rate. So we're just gonna go ahead, like we're gonna XCOM enemy unknown this shit. We're just gonna, we have half of the hit rate. They only have a 50 or less % chance of hitting us. You know, it's up to God at this point. I will go ahead and buff the hit rate and damage of Yuka. I won't have enough for double spark anymore, though. Ancient Tremor. That's a Limbus. I see what you did there, bud. Exactly. She built up Tremor stacks. That's what happened there. Okay, I wasted my buff there. I shouldn't have, since we were on a fog turn. High, I believe, or heal. Actually, I always read that as high. Recovers 20% of your HP. I'm a measly 5 MP away. I will give that item to Yuka if she doesn't have an item yet. Yuka with 3 buffs is kind of scary. What's scary is... Okay, we're fine. Sure, this hits decent M. Yeah, that's a good number. You can swap one unit out with your back row unit, your support unit, so that's why this guy's full health now. I'm gonna try to Scythe of Life and I thought I positioned Komachi where she'd be hitting 2 of them with M. This does a lot of damage and it has a % chance to instant kill. So, whatever, Gamba. I didn't even need to instant kill because he was that low health. I didn't need to do that, but I did anyway. Either way, double spark. Goodbye. Marissa is at the tip top for me when it comes to glass cannons in this game. Yuka is right behind her, and then I'm starting to be partial to Hina. Damn it. Tenchi is a Tremor ID confirmed. Oh! Okay, we found a cutscene. That was a programmed, or scheduled? What's that called? When it's preordained in a video game, you get to unavoidable? No. Programmed? I can't think of the word for it, but there was a fight there. Anyway. The green of the bamboo forest fills my vision. It's a really beautiful sight. But to be perfectly honest, right now I want to set fire to it all. We're completely lost, aren't we? That's what it looks like. I'm guessing there's some trick that prevents you from going in the right direction, just like its name implies. What should we do then? Maybe you can make a path with your sea opening the day the sea split spell card? Alright, let's give it a try. I should think before I speak, but it's already too late. Sanae is happily activating her spell card. Oh, aren't you Sanae? You would be Miss Kane? That would be me. Miss Mokuo's here as well. Or Mokuo's here as well. Yo. Hello. I greeted the 2 people that suddenly appeared. A pair of girls, one with a long blue skirt and another with her hands firmly tucked inside the pockets of her red hakama. No doubt whatsoever, it's Kane and Mokuo. You're a new face around here. Who might you be? Someone who was spirited away to Gensokyo is accompanying me for a short while. We're trying to go to Aente to request some medicine right now. Some medicine? Who's sick? It's a long story, the girls are explaining. Very clever little Touhouism right there. So, a large rock has fallen from the sky? That's very curious. I've not heard of that happening any time in Gensokyo's history. I don't think it's something amazing, though. We have aliens in Aente, after all. I've never thought about it that way, but that is true. Anyway, we need to get some medicine, but we ended up getting lost here. That's not surprising. Those people put up some trick of sorts to prevent trespassers from entering the premises. It's easy to go back to the village, but to get to Aente, you need to know the exact route. It's really annoying. We've had to go there often recently with the mess that the village is in. We've been stocking up on medicine and nutritional supplies. I see. In that case, I have to go there again? No, I have to go there again? Completely unsurprisingly, Mokuo didn't like going there at all. After all, not only is it annoying to have to navigate the forest, but Kaugi is waiting there. But in the end, she relented and guided us through. Thank you, Mokuo. You're a nice person. Meeting Kane unlocked, meeting Mokuo unlocked, and Aente unlocked. So we have a new zone, Aente, which it's immediately forcing me into a fight with Rayson because his rival was waiting for me. Sure. Out of the way, bud. I don't got time for this. Now I kind of feel like pondering on what kind of IDs various Touhou characters would be. Immediately my brain wants to say Suako ID for Don Quixote. They're both short and blonde, but okay, I think this is a good one of my favorite themes, by the way. Lunatic Full Moon Is that what it's called? This was one of the first Touhou songs I ever heard. Not this rendition by Golden City Factory, but whatever version from the game. Lunatic Full Moon? It's Raisen's theme. Lunatic Eyes, Invisible Full Moon? That's it, I'm pretty sure. I love that song, bro. Touhou collab for Limbus would go hard, absolutely. They've had a collab with Arknights, right? So maybe it's not off the table. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. We have a clear coming up. It's unwise, but I'm gonna spend time charging. This is very unwise. I'm almost dead. That's what Sane is for. We have a heal coming up. We lived to the heal. I'm just gonna charge up again. I want to make use of that clear weather. But if we die, it'll be all for naught. Okay, she wasted a turn buffing herself. Let's go. Fujiyama Volcano will nuke the front row. Bam. And then Mega Master Spark will nuke the back row. Get out of here, Fighting Master. Who do you reckon would be Marissa? Who's like the... Who fits that, like, kind... Oh, wait, no. Don Quixote and Marissa, right? They're both kind of rambunctious, kind of getting up to trouble. Okay, anyway, we have Ante as an option. Leave me alone, bro! So sometimes when you go to a zone, if the rival's there waiting, you have to do the fight. We'll do it this way. There is no weather coming up, so I'm just gonna try to kill them outright with Honest Man's Death into regular Master Spark. Yeah, okay, I don't need to charge up or anything. My main team is pretty strong. Whose theme is this? Oh, no, of course it's Raisin's theme. Sorry, they had a different unit in the front, so my brain was like, wait, what song's playing? Ooh, thank you. Okay. Can I please go to Ante without being perturbed? Unperturbed. Marissa Don Quixote would be cool, but with the Queen of Hatred she already has, a big beam to obliterate enemies. I guess that'd be kind of stepping on those toes. I wish I had gotten that one, by the way. I really wish I had gotten that one. We have another quiz battle. I will do that after. I would like to head to Ante. So this is the next story bit, actually. I want to go to Bamboo Forest. Let me be in peace! How dare you! Unfortunately, these rivals, man. Oh, right, Caved is like a super fan. That just has a full, Kane team. Either way, this hits both close. If it hits, it kills. Master Spark, it probably won't kill the front row one. It does not. No peace for you. Unfortunately so. Sanae doesn't deal a lot of damage. But this perfectly lines up with her. That was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. She does have a card that hits F. It is Firebird, or Immortal Firebird Flying Phoenix. And then this hits F for 90%. Sure, I'll take it. So now that I have access to Mokuo, I can give her gifts. And giving her gifts will mean I can get her outfit. The one that I already have unlocked. I just need the affection for it. Damn it. So not... Oh my fucking god. Alright, let's go do the damn thing. If I'm gonna be doing this, I may as well double the rival hit. Okay. I still have the thing open, I just gotta put it on screen. So I made this little thing in Ace Sprite. It's nothing fancy, but this is what I use when I do this little card game here. Mokuo is obviously Burn, of course. Yuka Bleed, because of how Yuka fans be acting at times. Yikes. Maybe Yuko is sinking. I could see that. Plus Rupture, because of her backstory, and of how the fandom portrays her. Absolute glutton. Sure. Well, if you're going on colors, I can't really help you. Or archetypes, I guess, because I don't know a whole lot about Limbus. I've done 2 cantos, but I don't know the specifics. Tremor could be like... Suika? Suika Ibuki? Perhaps? That's who immediately comes to mind. Anyway, let's do this quiz battle. Did I save? I think I saved, right? Okay. We're gonna be here for a little while. Speaking of Yuka Kazami, I like doing corners. Yuka Aya. Kaguya middle. And Marissa here. Kaguya. Bottom left is Tenshi Hinanai. I don't really know anything about Tenshi, but I think she's cool. Tenshi Reimu. Tenshi or Amelia. Spelled Fenshi. Don't make fun of me. I'm writing with a mouse, okay? I have a pair already, right? Tenshi. Nice. What matters is that we find the avatar card. Maybe my computer really is listening to me. It wouldn't be right next to it, would it now? That's Sanae. Marissa. Cheater. Pumpkin eater. Sanae. Fuck. Alright, the bot's in full swing today. Yuka, yeah, the bot's in full swing today. Mokuo Satori. You see what I mean? This is why I do this. This is why I do this. Okay, we'll try this one. Satori Komeiji. I think I'm saying that right. It's most of that row done. Do we know Mokuo? No, we know Kaguya, Reimu, and Aya's already done, actually. Let me close these, and I don't want to get confused. I don't know where the other Aya was. Okay, I think it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's this one. This is Kaguya. What is this? This is Aya Shimemaru. Damn it. I don't know where another Aya is. We'll just click next to Aya Sakuya. Shikieki Marissa. Sakuya was here, I think? Shikieki Marissa. Was Marissa here or here? Was Marissa A or B? Do you guys know? I know Marissa is one of them. If nobody caught it, that's fine. Let's see. That is Aya. Nice. That's another pair. Aya Shimemaru. Wind God Girl herself. I'm zoned out. I wasn't paying attention. No problem, bro. Probably overwhelmed by that editing program. I really wanna get back to editing myself. Okay, we got the Ayas. Reimu. Reimu's also in the bottom right corner. Reimu Hakure. Prismia makes fun of my pronunciation sometimes. I think it comes from a place of love. I'm not sure. He also really hates it the way I pronounce some things, though. Like, Yomu in my brain is read as Yumu, but whenever I say that, it's his favorite character, so he gets really angry. You don't like Prismia when he's angry. Marissa Kirisame. Reimu. Where was that? Oh fuck. We know that's Sanae, or is that Satori? No, that's Sanae. So this was Reimu. I don't have a second Reimu yet. This doesn't make sense. Remelia, never mind, it does. Remelia Scarlet, Remelia Scarred. It was an A? So it was this one. Marissa? I think I did write it down because the AI revealed it or something. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll go with that one. Because it was either this one or this one. Thank you. This is Sakuya Izayoi, maid of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Sakuya, as Prismia is wont to say. I don't know, so we're gonna guess here. Nice. There's 2 pairs of Sakuya, I believe. Whenever I hear Sakuya, I think of the character from God Eater 1. I believe that's her name. Mokuo is here. Nice. We have a Reimu, we have a Sanae. We don't know what this is. Marissa Kirisame. Let's hope we were right earlier. Oh, whoops. I made a new... What did I do? Did I lowered the opacity? I don't know how I did that. Weird. Either way, we have a Marissa there, and Marissa is here. Thank you, Yomu. Thank you. Marissa Kirisame was one of my favorite characters for a while, actually. Also, get rid of that. Yukari Yakumo. I don't know a whole lot about her. I didn't like her at first, but she's kind of growing on me. This granny. Yukari Yakumo. We don't have her. Directly above? Ooh, let's go! How about here? Yuyuko. Yuyuko. Yuyuko and Yuyuko. It's also just I have no idea how I'm going to structure the video. I have an idea for a video about Mabinogi, the Loch Ness monster of Mabinogi. I have some old footage of when a Loch Ness monster super boss spawned during a fishing event and killed like 100 people. I have footage of that. I'm afraid of the deep sea, so I would like to record some B-roll of the lake at nighttime while I go over like legend say of a, so-and-so, that kind of video. But I've never made or written a video like that before, so I've been dragging my feet for a while now. Anyway, and I'd like to record more footage, but I don't know when that boss spawns. Sanae. Yeah, we are doing pretty good here, Matt. But what really, really matters is that avatar card. I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet. Sanae is here. Sakuya, no! Ah, this was all for naught. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot lose the avatar card. And there's the bot just clearing out the rest of it like I told you they would. Damn it. The tension was there. It's fine. Just run it back. If I saved. And plus, I think there's still more dead ends in the bamboo forest. Damn it. It happens. We're doing that again, fellas. Sorry. Sanae. Because, look, I don't care how badly he whoops my ass, as long as I get the avatar card. Tenshi Hinanai. Oh, there he goes, stealing Sanae. Shiki Eiki. And Kaguya. So that Sanae is already done. I'm doing a Ruina video that like goes over the challenge run I'll be doing. Ooh, that sounds really cool. Good luck with that. Shimemaru. Back to the past, Samurai Jack. Don't bring that up in front of Prismia. He loves referencing Samurai Jack. Well, specifically Aku. Sakuya Marissa. Sakuya Marissa. Yuyuko Segyoji. And Reimu Hakure. Aya Marissa? Was this Marissa? Yes. Marissa's here. Yes. Was this Aya? I don't know, but I'll leave it there for now. Wait. Oh, fuck, I do have an Aya. Damn it. Aya, Yuyuko, Reimu. Who's this? Satori. We don't have Satori. Saturn. Reimu. Avatar, and then he just revealed my same Satori card? Or was that another Satori? Was that another Satori? Ah! Thank you, kind sir. And the Avatar card is up here. Reimu Hakure. I happen to know a Reimu. She runs a shrine. I almost said the Moria shrine. No, obviously the Hakure shrine. Let's see. This is Sanae. There was 3 Sanaes on the top row. What are the chances of that? Is this Sanae? Sakuya. That's a K. Remilia Kaguya. Is that Kaguya Kaguya? Isn't that like a song or something? Let's see. That's Kaguya Kaguya. Very cool. Remilia. Remilia Scarlet. Also one of my favorite characters, actually. I very much like Remilia. I love her theme as well. Septet for the Dead Princess. Where was that? It's here, I think. Remilia Scarlet. Sakuya Izuyoi. Sakuya Izuyoi. We know where half of the Avatar is. I just need the other one. Aang's got to learn the other elements or some shit. I don't remember what Avatar was about. Sorry. I know there's an Avatar fighting game coming out. That sounds interesting. I like Flandre because of UN Owen was her. Yes! UN Owen was her. Whatever the fuck that means. It's a great theme, though. Took the internet by storm back in the day. Old internet. Yukari Yakumo. I do not have Yukari. Also, cross out old Kaguya. Maybe Yukari's right next to her? Ooh. Yuka Kazami. I have Yuyuko. No Yuka Kazami. There's the Avatar. If he steals this, then it's Jover. Sanae. More importantly, though, this row 3 this way. Oh, fuck, that's Yuka. Oh, fuck. I was wrong. I was off by 1. Bossman Jack would play something like this and burn $10,000. Yes, he would. Oh, fuck. Oh! Oh! I saw the Y, and I was like, oh, that was Yuka, but I didn't actually put Yuka. That's all I can do, man. Let's go! Let's go! Maybe I'll get the one really nice Yuka Kazami costume, because this Avatar card was nestled between 2 Yukas. There we go. I got it. Whew. And we know these are 2 Sanaes. Thank you, thank you. Quite merciful there. Quite lucky. Shikieki. Shikeki as I call her. Shiki is like the judge role or whatever, and her name is Eiki Yamaksandu, but my friend Josh, who also was into Touhou back then, would call her Shikeki. I don't know if that was like if he did that as like a joke or what, or if that's how he thought it was pronounced, but because of that, that's how I think it's pronounced. It's ingrained in my head, I'm sorry. That's Shikeki. You can send your complaints elsewhere, because I speak how I speak. Do we have a Sakuya? Do we have a Sakuya? I should cross these out. I don't think I have a Sakuya, but at this point, it doesn't matter. We'll see what this corner one is. Marissa Kirisame. Okay, I was off earlier, I think. Yuyuko Sakuya. Sakuya... Where was the other one? Or was that the one that I saw already? How about we ignore that? Yuyuko. I think this is Yuyuko. And this. Yes. Yuyuko Saigyoji. So this eye is already done. I'll just pick one at random. Let's say Reimu. Reimu. I really thought they were going to add her to Fortnite at some point. I think that was just a rumor, though. Oh, I think she's adjacent to a Reimu. Nice. Bingo. That's not how that works. Aya Shimemaru. Wait. Aya? Aya! Aya! This Twitch streamer speaking in Twitch emojis. Is that Marissa? That's Marissa. What is going on? I've got a diagonal, and a up. That is Tenshi. Meaning, we win. What am I gonna get? I would love that Yuka Kazami outfit. That is a Yuka Kazami outfit, but not the one that I wanted. You know what? I'll take it. It looks alright. It looks nice. Okay, sweet. I did not know Yuka was one that had 3 costumes, man. The devs must have really liked her. Because there's this bondage one you get from a dream, and Race Queen. I prefer her having the umbrella, so we'll go to Race Queen. And then this is the costume that I want right here. It's based on her older design, because this is her default design. So she's got like, I don't know, it's like this, but different looking, and like the skirt's much longer, I think, or it might even be pants. I don't remember, but I remember that being my favorite costume. It's just been a while. Okay, sorry for taking so long with that. Now the next fight I get at Aente should be over with. No, it wasn't. No. I'm gonna relaunch. I don't want to waste my double on that. Hang on. I'm not going to Aente. I'm going to the Bamboo Forest. 18 out of 20 is pretty impressive. I'm not sure if I would call it impressive when I'm cheating, but thank you. Look, you've seen the thing. Yes, you've seen it in action. The bot will go for the jugular. Okay. I already did the game center, so we're going to Bamboo Forest. They're not. I'm unperturbed. I can't believe it. Okay, I need to give Mokuo some gifts here. I'm actually gonna look up what her preferred gift is. I'm gonna assume Decorational Blade or probably not Scroll of Hyakiyako. Maybe Hair Ornament. She is rocking a bow. I'm just gonna check on the wiki though. Sorry. There's actually a pretty nice wiki on the Touhou wiki. en.touhouwiki.net/wiki/Touhou_pocket_wars_evo. Mokuo. Fujiwara no Mokuo. She likes Decorational Blade and Hand Knit Scarf, actually. I'm out of Hand Knit Scarves, but I do have a Decorational Blade. This will give her 300 affection. Yeah. And I don't have any of her other likes. Considering how, like, rare gifts are, you can grind for them, but you're not guaranteed one every fight, you know? I think it's better for me to wait. And maybe if we're lucky, I can... That's enough for her outfit. I want to say it's 400, though. Yeah, the Oendon one is 400. The skirt's 300, though. I'll take it. Sure. Looks cute. Not sure she'd actually wear it, though. It's not cheating, you're just making the chances equal. Thank you. Alright. I'm not covering the screen with the thingy? Nope. Let's move on. And by that, I mean, I'm gonna go... Oh, I have to actually fight the rival if I want to reform Mokuo. I would like to do that. Since they're maxed out on EXP, if I keep using them, you know, all that EXP is just going to waste. By the way, for the ace boost to happen, you need to use that unit 100 times. It'll have the little ace icon, so... I didn't actually know that back in the day, so this boost is only going to these units. I haven't used the other units nearly as much. This will let Mokuo hit 2 of them with Fujiyama Volcano. That's a nice outfit for Rin. I think I have it as well. I'm just gonna Hail Mary, see if I can get any kills with a regular Master Spark. I killed 2 of them! Mein Gott. Goodbye? Alright, see ya. Jesus. I'll be taking that gift, thank you. Is it a... I was hoping it'd be a thing Mokuo likes. Okay, we're gonna do that fight one more time so I can reform. And I can show you guys what reforming looks like. Okay, good. He wants the run back. The salty run back. This will let Mokuo hit them with Honest Man's Death, honestly. If they die that easily, we're just gonna go Honest Man's Death. Jesus Christ! I love Mokuo. Honest Man's Death is badass, honestly. I really need to build a second one. No gifts. Okay. Reform unlocked now, so we can go to Mokuo and reform. I'm gonna save first, because it's actually a really tough fight. I mean, I'm gonna sleep first, I guess. Okay, thank God. I thought the Kane one was gonna start harassing me. Alright. Hello, Mokuo. Well, one, I'd like to do King's Game, but I can do that later. Let's reform. Okay. So you think your familiar's reached its limit? I'm not so sure. Let's see whether it has by battle. Alright. So these get harder and harder every time you reform. Unfortunately, with her positioning, I don't think Marissa's gonna be getting an F ranged Master Spark. We have Origin coming up, so we can spend this turn buffing. Origin gives you all your mana back. All your SP, so we'll just bump everyone's damage up. Fuck yeah. That's 7,000 health on her, by the way. This is bona fide boss level. In universe, you're fighting the Touhou character. Like, legit. So, we're fighting... So, when we enter Gensokyo, my little gacha figures that I've been taking good care of and, you know, playing the card game with in real life, they don't come to life, but they're animated. I guess they kind of come to life. And that's how the main character, us, the player character, fights. Or fight. And it just, they just think you have these dolls that are spirits or something. I forget how the story explains it. I'm gonna just go for a tiny bit of damage. Wow, not bad. Origin, alright. It's a Gamba, but it's a Gamba I gotta take. Fujiyama Volcano? That sucks. There's another Origin coming up. Unfortunately, due to her positioning, I will never be able to get an F hit in, meaning my Marissa's damage is gimped. I mean, we'll still go with this. A crit, that's a good number. Let's get a heal. A second Origin is quite nice. We'll go for an Honest Man's Death. She has such high evasion, bro. I'm gonna be here all day, and she has the self-res. Oh my god, that nuked my own Mokuo. Well, we can res Marissa. I'm just gonna spend the next couple of turns resetting. I don't think she has the capability to kill Sanae, but I'm not sure I have the capability of killing her. I may have to use my own clear here, and I will. Fuck. Okay, by doing fights, you get consumable things that change the next weather, but the next couple weathers are already set up. In that case... We'll just Gamba. Come on. We have a heal coming up. Fog coming up as well. No way you're hitting a Fujiyama Volcano in Fog. Thank you. Okay, this is like charging doubles, or double charge, or double MP from charging. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh my god, these 60% are lying to me, dog. Okay, I'm gonna make the next turn clear. Okay, Fujiyama Volcano is a guaranteed hit. With a damage up 2,000 damage. That's more like it. I don't have enough for any Master Sparks. I may as well do what damage I can, though. And we have an Origin coming up. On a wait, we charge? Oh, what? No, that doesn't matter when we have Origin, damn. I could put in another clear. And if I'm gonna win this fight... Fuck! No! I'm gonna say if I'm gonna win this fight, I am gonna need that, but she put in her own fog. That's so annoying. Well... Oh, and she has her self-res. Damage is halved during world turns, so no. I'll put another clear up. This is getting to be very expensive. Especially when my Marissa and Mokuo keep dying. That's decent damage, and she takes damage over the next couple of turns as well. Not amazing damage, but it's damage. I just gotta get lucky with some hits now. A fog coming up. We'll Gamba on an honest man's death. Never mind. Just charge. Keeps one-shotting my Marissa, man. I don't have enough to res. There's a natural clear coming up. Just stay alive and we win. The burn tick from Fujiyama Volcano was so good. I love Mokuo. I love Mokuo. Alright, it's clear weather. Goodbye. Her res popped! No! Oh my god. Alright, see ya, Aoi. I'm gonna be here a while. I'm gonna be here a while. Well, that burn tick's still doing good work, I guess. Good luck on editing your video. Oh, that heal turn coming up is so annoying. That's gonna heal her for 20%. That's like all the work I put in for that. I just need these normal hits to actually land. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be able to do this without burning my clears, but not a single hit will connect. Thank you. The burn tick should do some pretty good damage there. My own self-res popped. Can bring back Marissa. We're gonna have to spend some turns. Like, I just got to bank on landing Fujiyama Volcano and Mega Master Spark. It's a coin toss, but I'll coin some tosses. I'll toss some coins. There we go. Good crit. That's my girl. That's probably gonna kill them both. No, Mokuo lives. I'll save the res for when Mokuo dies as well. She reset a spell card. I need damage. I need damage, Marissa. Fuck, we don't have a Fujiyama Volcano. Honest Man's Death? I need a Fujiyama Volcano before she pops another self-res. Nice. She doesn't have the res off cooldown. I think it's a matter of just landing a hit now. The burn won't kill, but it'll leave her very low. I do want Mokuo back. And oh, the heal! Oh, dude. And we have a wild coming up. Very annoying. No Honest Man's Death either. No mana. We have a clear coming up. We have a clear coming up. Hold. Hold. Let's fucking go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Admittedly, that's one of the harder fights due to her self-res. Only character in the game with a self-res. Oh, Jesus. I can reform her now. I'm gonna have to do the same with Kain, but maybe I'll do that off stream. Although, I don't think Kain's fight is even remotely as bad. Fuck yes, I'm saving. I might have to save scum this if we do too poorly. So, now that we've done that, I have a reform button up here now. It's a little minigame. You get 10 rolls. That's a lot of SP ups. Interesting. That's a lot of all ups as well. It's randomized when you do it. If you get past go, you get another 2 rolls. So you want this to go past go, and you want to get the stats that are good for your character. If you get dodge, that's whatever. Question marks are random. SP is spirit, which is good. It's starting spirit. And all up is obviously all up. 1 to 4. SP is really good, but I think Mokuo needs the hit rate. Yeah, I think she needs the hit rate. And the further along I get, the better. 1 to 1, that sucks. Who needs HP when you self-res? Can I get a 1 or a 2? I rolled a 3 to 4. Damn, no all-ups. Spirit up would be nice, but I'm all about damage on that Mokuo. I didn't see what I got from the rando. Hit up. I'm probably going to have to save scum here. Yeah, 2 HP ups. 2 to 3, I'll take that. That gives me 2 more rolls. 2 to 4, I'll take the hit up. 4 to 4, I got HP, 8% more HP. All up. Is that worthwhile? Yeah, I think just by way of getting all up and some attack up, I'd say that's pretty good. Although I say that, I actually am going to save scum because I don't remember what my previous stats were. Doesn't matter. I think I had at least 1,000 to 1,100 health, and then rest was attack and hit rate. She did get a little bit of starting SP as well, which also affects regen, or is that because of an item? She has power source, never mind. She has a little more MP regen. Yeah, this is fine. I just want to get her to the 1,000 range. We'll go 1,100. And then we're pumping 50 levels in attack, hit rate. A tiny bit into dodge. Maybe like 100 dodge. And there's your level limit. I could reform again if I wanted to. That fight is brutal, and she's even stronger every subsequent time, so I'm good. I'll take what I got. That's good hit rate, that's good attack, that's decent HP, and all around, I'm not mad. Yeah, all around, I'm not bad. I'm mad because I think I had to spend less levels on HP because of that extra 8% I got, so you know what? We'll take it. Sanae is not available yet. We could do Kain, but it involves doing those fights again. And to be honest, I think I'll just do the next... Whoops, that's not where I was meant to save. That's fine, though. Over here. Let's just do the next story bit. I may take a break to go get some water. I think I will, actually. My voice feels a little tired. Image? Oh my god, I have a ton of BRBs in here still. We'll go with this one. Whoa, I forgot I did not resize the drawing. Jesus Christ. Well, that's probably eating up resources in OBS. Whoops. Really gotta learn to draw in smaller sizes, but nah. Why are you skewed in such a way? Transform... Fit to screen? Transform... Center to screen? There we this? Oh, right, because it's fit to screen. Damn it. Transform. Okay, I'm gonna have to resize it all the way. Wait, maybe fit to screen will work. Whatever, I'll be right back. Rare example of Gex drawing both eyes. Look, I'll do it once in a while, man. I just don't like doing it. I don't like doing it when it's a program. Okay, look, I don't like doing it when it's a program where I can't free rotate. I can't free rotate in Paint, so I am more than likely incentivized to not draw the other eye. Anyway, I'll be right back. Why don't we put a better song on? I don't have the sound test yet until I beat the base game story mode, so we'll just load into a fight real quick. You got a theme you like in particular, Yomu? Out of everyone that I have, anyway. I could do Yomu's theme, I guess. I'm just gonna get some water, so I won't be gone long. But if you want to pick the song, if not, we'll go with Tenchi. I know you're behind by like 15 seconds, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of time here. And that's my fault. I keep forgetting to change the settings so the YouTube stream doesn't lag behind. I don't know why it was off by default, so... Alright, I'll give you like another 10 seconds here, Yomu. If you don't got a song in mind, then we'll just go with Tenchi. I need the B team to level up anyway. Or rather, C team in this case. Alright, be right back. Unless the delay is so far back on YouTube that you haven't answered yet. Alright. I'll be back. And I'm back. Invisible full moon base, and Hirori shoots a strange bird. Is that Aiden's theme? Is that Aaron's theme? So that's how I want to pronounce it, but you know who might be listening. Okay, pardon me while I snack on a couple of trail mix things here. Speaking of invisible full moon, Rayson, put some pants on. What the hell? It's one of the King's Game costumes. Okay. It's impolite to eat on stream. My apologies. Okay. If we put someone here, they might be able to hit CNC. I'll take the evasion buff. Render support cards unusable. Well, visible full moon. Oh my fucking god, Yomu. Don't give me an idea for a drawing. How about we stop that train of thought right there before I find myself drawing Rayson ass? They're both M, so we could hit with Heaven and Earth, Ancient Tremor, Burst. Not bad, didn't kill, but not bad damage. Go for our Old Lady Ogane's Fire. Unfortunately, they were able to swap. And they have a, not Utsuho, Mokuo in the front row. Fog coming up is pretty annoying. He's Sultan of all humankind! God damn it. Oh, they swapped back to the Rayson. For what it's worth. Oh my god, this asshole burned another fog. You're just prolonging the inevitable. And he's giving us a dazzle next turn. What would be awesome, Yomu? Excuse me? Okay. Well, we killed the Mokuo and she didn't have the self-res up. And if this hits 2,000, nearly 3,000. I forgot Nitori has a really good heal, though. I don't have enough for Hisoten of all humankind. This hits... It does double damage? Nice. So any little pibbly hit should kill here. Easier said than done when we're all out of MP, though. Quit delaying the inevitable, bro! He's fighting for his life. What's my best M hitting move? That's not Illusionary Dominance. Sonic Boom. Damn, that did jack for damage. That's it! Cursed Golem. Damn it. Hisoten of all humankind. There we go. Thank you. Can I get a gift? Some money? I would rather take in the equipment. Alright. Less scary of a fight and more just annoying. I couldn't kill off whoever that was. You are an artist, and as an artist, you can create anything you shall ever think of. Yes! I actually quite really enjoy that. Quite really enjoy? That's a weird way of wording it, but you get what I mean. Should I do some art after this? You know, I probably won't draw Rayson ass if I'm live on air, but I could draw. I was thinking about moving to something else. I was going to do a little bit of Mustache, but I could draw instead. We've already been here for 2 hours, so how about we go do a little more of the story? Please. Please, I'm just trying... I'm just trying to progress the story, bro. Maybe I will do the Kane refight, or reform fight. I can hit everyone with not Fujiyama Volcano, Honest Man's Death here, and then everyone can get hit by a Master Spark over there. Nice. Nah, man, the main team is sitting pretty. I really got to start leveling the other team. It's not as easy. Like, Marissa immediately, if you build her this way, can start with a Master Spark. And if it lands, man, the damage. The damage. Okay, may I please just go to the bamboo forest? I need medicine for somebody. I don't remember who. It's been 11 months. Oh, thank God. Oh. Wait, it was Aente. Well, if I'm in the bamboo forest already, let me go hit up the other dead ends. This won't be that bad. I'd forgotten to do this earlier anyway. So if you just mirror the opponent's placements, then you're pretty much guaranteed close, close, mid, mid, far, far, which is pretty nice. This is the B team, so I'm not really worried for them, honestly. Let me just go for damage. Not bad. The problem with Komachi is she does not start with good MP, bro, at all. But that's why we have Yuka. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You lived a double spark, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thank you. Best part of the song right there. Give me a gift. I really want to get my Oendon outfit. No costume, or no item there. Bamboo leaf dew. I think I got like a fairy gem earlier too. Oh, I think we've seen every corner of the dungeon now. They're actually very small. In that case, we don't need to do this fight, but I mean, I can probably nuke them. Oh yeah, especially with this layout. Honest Man's Death, the front row. We whiff the back row, but doesn't matter. Bam. Bam. All right. Can go ahead and charge up. This hits F. This hits F decently. Crit. Nice. She has something that hits F, but it's not really that good. Like, obviously, Mokuo's a close range fighter. Fujiyama Volcano and Honest Man's Death hit good CNM. This does... Actually, no. This does good M, not F. Well, it's still the best I got. I'll take it. Get out of here. Some of these spell cards aren't even maxed out, by the way. Gotta get around to that. I burned a lot of clears, so if they want to give me some clears back, I'll take them. Let me just double check there wasn't an item waiting here. Okay, no. I think that's the story encounter. God, what's the word for it? What's the term when in a video game? Scripted. That's the scripted encounter. I couldn't think of the word for some reason. Okay, for real this time. Let's go to Aente. We finally arrived at a quaint-looking mansion surrounded by bamboo thickets. Mokuo and Kane, who guided us to the entrance, quickly left after. We explained our objective to the wandering rabbits, who quickly led us to Erin. I'm a bit sad that the rabbits we talked to weren't Racen or Tewi, though. I'd be pretty sad, too. I guess they're probably busy now, huh? I don't think Racen was in the game at this point in development. I think she got added in either Evolution or EVO Plus. So I don't think they show up in the story. She's just there in Aente. Ah, you're finally here. I was getting worried. How did you know we were coming? I have my sources. Furthermore, thanks to the Tengu, the information about the current incident has spread all over Gensokyo. Phew, even in this isolated forest, she's still well informed. The Brain of the Moon certainly lives up to her name. It looks like the incident hasn't affected this place. Udonge is quite sensitive to all sorts of wavelengths, and she sensed this incident occurring ahead of time. We're able to enact countermeasures quickly. I see. What countermeasures exactly? Maybe they'd be helpful in fixing the Great Barrier and resolving this incident? It was an emergency, so I just combined my power with Erin's skills. Princess Kaguya appeared, causing me to jump a bit. Erin's skills, huh? Like when she hid the moon in Imperishable Night? Is that IN Yomu, Imperishable Night? And combining that with Kaguya's manipulation of eternity and temporality, I guess they just hid Aente from the effects of the incident and forced things here to be the same as always, maybe? Well, I doubt an ordinary person like me can fully understand what they did anyway. It's a little unfortunate. I think that power that creates havoc within borders might cause my plantain flowers to grow faster. That's too much of a risk to take, Princess. It's best not to meddle with something that's unknown to us. I know, that's why we're doing nothing but, we're all doing nothing but waiting here. Kaguya was happily talking to herself. She's just as beautiful as the legends foretold. Never done anything for me personally. I don't know, something about her, they always portray her as being like lazy or something. I've never really liked Kaguya. But admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about her. And her personality is perhaps even more eccentric than I thought. So, you came here to burn medicine for vampires, correct? It's simple enough to make, but I will need some time to mix it. It's a little boring just giving it to them, though. If it is compensation you wish for, please send the bill to the Moria Shrine later. Isn't it boring for you, just smiling and paying money for everything? Why don't we partake in some equivalent exchange? Up to your tricks again, princess? So you want something that's not money. Just what would that be? That's for me to know, and for you to figure out. You only get one guess, though. Kaguya happily giggled with her sleeve covering her mouth. That sounds scary. This is a rather challenging request she's posed to us, though. Just what it is that she wants in exchange. We only get one chance, so we have to think about it carefully. I don't remember that. Oh no, there's a fight here. Wait. Hang on, what's the next objective? Win the Zune Cup! Oh, I don't remember this part of the story, actually. I guess I need to give her a prize. Win the Zune Cup. Sure. I guess this is like a stat check. Not a stat, like, are you leveling up other teams check? Because you need at least 3 teams to do a tournament. Then again, you also need 3 teams to do a dungeon, basically. Unless you're really lucky. Sure, I'm up against Caved. We're fighting the... what's his name? We're fighting the Kane guy. I'll save my best team for last. We'll go with Tenchi... Hina. And... Yomu. I believe Yomu also increases love by up to 25% at max level. And if anything happens to the front row, I can swap to her. We'll position here, here, and here. Probably want to spend the first couple of turns charging here. Okay, so the good thing about Rapture is that your spell card doesn't get used up. Your MP gets used up, but not your spell card. Nice. Oh, wait, the Zune Cup is B rank. Oh, I'm gonna absolutely destroy them. Oh no. Whoops. Dude, I'm smurfing. Sorry, fellas. I need this for Princess Kaguya, question mark? I don't know anything about her, sorry. Nothing. Mokuo is my waifu versus Soronri. Gentleman versus Emoji. Neat versus Zexel. Am I looking in a mirror? Okay, I do team 2. Well. Oh, hello, Neat. We have an origin turn coming up, actually, so if I have an attack, I should just burn it. Oh, that killed. Whoops. Goodbye. Damn. Nothing up for grabs here. Zexel versus Soronri. Alright. This is the finals. I can position like this for optimal. Although, if I'm being honest, we can just... Why even think about it? Why even think about it? I'm double their level. Kinda. Since I did reform once already. Money. There is one equipment in the Zune Cup. I remember now. The problem is it's just going to be a pain in the ass to get. Zexel has emerged victorious. 50,000 money received. Key item, mobile Japanese doll received. So I need that for the story. Let's go and give that to... What's her name? Why even think? Exactly. Brain, who needs it? You want it, you can have it. No, actually, I do need a brain. Okay, win the Zune Cup. Okay. Can I go unperturbed here? I was supposed to go to Aente anyway. You know, fine, caved. Have it your way, bro. Here. Honest Man's Death. Why even think, bro? Just keep calm and Master Spark. Am I right, gamers? Who need brain when you can win, right? Exactly. That's how I play Limbus. Limbus, this is not, though. I clicked the wrong one, but they were all going to be gifts. Wow. Maybe that's another idea for a drawing right there. I don't know who I would give that to, though. Honestly, maybe even Kane. You know, there's only one more fight. Let's get it out of the way. It's fine. Sure. Once again, here. Honest Man's Death. Ooh, the double crits. And no kill there, but maybe Sana can snipe a kill here. Almost. We have a clear. This should be Dunzo, no? Oh, my Saint Germain's Advice is only level 3. I gotta fix that, huh? Another gift! Hair ornament. Okay, I got a couple of those. Alright, I can reform Kane now, and I think it's in my best interest to do that. I don't think it's gonna be that hard of a fight. Famous last words, I know. Let me save first. Okay, I won't have to worry about being ambushed every time I come to the Bamboo Forest, at least. That's King's Game! No, that'll take too long. That's where you get the less and less clothing costumes. It's strip poker or whatever, I guess. Is there a quiz? No. I would like to do one more of those before we leave. But let's do the reform. I think we can barely get close range here, and everyone else is going to be F, which is generally pretty good for me. No weather's coming up. How many, origins do I have? I have 10. I don't think it's worth it. Just bide our time here. Problem is, she's boss level, like boss level stats, so I think she's always going to be hitting Marissa. That's not a bad hit rate. We have a heal coming up, unfortunately. So she's going to get back 20% health 2 turns from now, or the next turn over. All or nothing, baby! That's okay. Unfortunately, no more SP for anything else, huh? This one does 10% damage to F. Yeah, you can have the heal. Oh! Kane! You dummy! She's the only unit, into my knowledge, there might be one more, actually. She's the only unit that can cancel the upcoming weather. And she canceled the thing that was gonna heal her! Kane, what are you doing? She's letting me have it, thank you. Nice! She is part of my main team. So maybe she's on my side. I never finished it, by the way, but I wanted the Kane back there to swap between her, like, green form and her blue form. I do still have the file for that, so I could do that. Either way, she's reformed, so let me go spend my EXP. Because, as it is right now, leaving them on max EXP kind of sucks, you know? Like, they're earning more EXP, but it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna have to refight Mokuo, but that one took so long, I'll just do it off stream. Marissa's almost back up to max EXP as well. So I'm gonna have to reform her off stream as well, I reckon. Okay, let me just double check that I saved, because I will save scum if I have to, because reforming is important. On Kane, I just build her as a bulky buffer. But it looks like this time around I tried going for some damage on her. Interesting. We'll see what I get. This board stinks. There is no SP except for one, and there is no all stats up, but there is some speed, so we'll try for it. Speed is pretty good. You need speed if you don't want to get nuked on the highest difficulty tournament in the post game. So sure, honestly, a whole bunch of speed ups. Take that hit rate up. If you want to give me that spirit up, I'll take it. Or do I go further along? Nah, spirit up is good. That's 2 more SP, which doesn't sound like a lot, because I guess it ain't. Attack up. Dodge up sucks. It's like the worst thing you could get. I'll take that speed up. 3 speed ups is crazy. I could Gamba, but there's nothing wrong with attack up. Last roll, hit rate up. Sure. Honestly, pretty good. She had 1,000 health, and everything else was attack and hit rate. I'll get her up to 1,100. How about that? Looks like her HP doesn't scale too good. And we'll do 50s on each. I'll get dodge up to 100. I don't usually put points into dodge. There we go. Looks about right. Okay, let's go turn this in at Kaguya. Please, please, I'm begging you, bro. Look, man, they all love me. This is a harem game now. Get out of here. Ooh. Ooh. Dun, dun. Oh, dude, what a good song. Anyway. Get out of here, dog. You like Racing so much, but you don't even use her on your team, hey, bud? Get out of here. Dun, 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 dun. The one that did the music, or the circle that did the music for this game is Golden City Factory, by the way. Maybe if you, maybe not like newer Touhou fans, but older Touhou fans may have heard their music on YouTube. Because, of course, they covered Touhou music. It was like all their circle did, I think. No gifts. Oh my god, bro. Please! Please, I just need to talk to Kaguya Racing. That's not Racin's #1 fan. Honest man's death him. Jesus. Self-damage up by 70%. I gotta build a Yugi. I know she has a team attack with Suika, but I've never built Suika before either. Oh no, he swapped to a sunflower. What am I gonna do? I say that, but he nearly killed my Marissa just now. Yeah, well, you know what? Sunflowers burn pretty good. They're plants, right? They gotta burn good. Damn, no gift. Getting an Origin's nice, though. Okay, bro, are you still camping outside of Racin's house, you freak? Oh my fucking god. Well, at least we're done with him now. Get out of my face. I don't even know if I have a Racin built at all. I don't think I do. I don't. I should, though, because that's another unit I've always wanted to use. Alright. Keep trying different teams here, Fighting Master. I don't think your name is really fitting. Master Spark crit. Whoo. And then Sanae with the finisher. Never mind. Oh, okay, he does have a Racing. Never mind. Fujiyama Volcano will not hit, so we'll go with Honest Man's Death. That Racing is actually quite cracked. It's got a lot of health. I don't know why you would build health for Racing, though. Hang on. If I switch places with Sanae, does that become F? No, it doesn't. The placement sucks for me. I can't hit with Master Spark. So it's simply Honest Man's Death here. Damage is not good, bro. Not good. That's good, at least. God's Pentagram? Oh my god, will you die? You're just prolonging both of our sufferings. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Good. Good. Never appear before me again. A dazzle is quite nice. Okay, not that my raisin is anywhere near being reformed. Take a sip of my water here. I know. I'm sure Kage will be interested in something from the outside world. In that case, I hurriedly rummaged through my bag, looking for something that would work. Looks like I can do. All I can do is leave it up to God now. You're giving me this? Kaguya took the present without saying anything about how much he liked it. But sometimes a face tells 1,000 words. My, I suppose some congratulations are in order. The princess looks delighted, after all. Here, take the medicine for free. Yes! Thank you very much, Miss Erin. This should help the people back at the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Yeah, thanks a lot. You're an ordinary human, aren't you? Your face looks awfully pale. Are you alright? Really? I suppose thinking about it, I've been over the skies and below the earth. I've been to heaven, the netherworld, and hell. All while fighting with my gacha familiars. All this activity surely would wear out any normal person. I think the only thing keeping me going now is my happiness of being in Gensokyo and wanting to be helpful to everybody. Here, take this. Treat it as a special gift for making the princess happy. What is it though? It's a special mixture of nutrient and steroid medicine. It's a prototype, but don't worry. I'm sure it'll be good for your body. I see. Thank you. A new medicine from Erin Yagokoro. It won't have any special side effects, will it? Anyway, I should accept it at least. Imagine Erin just hands you a blunt. But she's holding 3 of them in her hand like those arrows right there. We'll be leaving now then. The bamboo forest traps won't activate if you're heading away from Ayente, so you should find your way out quickly. Take care of yourselves. A meteorite though. Could this incident be related to that time? Was I imagining things? I thought I heard Erin muttering to herself. Meeting Erin Yagokoro unlocked, meeting Kaguya Horai-san unlocked. Oh, okay, so Erin and Kaguya are there now, and I think the next story event is at the Scarlet Devil Mansion. I will leave that for next time, though. I don't know what to do now. I'm thinking one more quiz. I've already gotten like 2 outfits that I like, but maybe I can do one more. Still nothing. Oh no! Oh god, EX tournament unlocked. I guess my main team got strong enough. I'm gonna save and show off how batshit insane this is. She uses Mokuo and Kaguya's hourly fights to light them. I could actually kind of see that. Okay, I don't think my main team is gonna stand a chance here. And this isn't even the highest difficulty, by the way. This will hit everybody, and then we can get F with Marissa back here. Well, we outspeed them still, so maybe this won't be as bad as I think it will be. Okay, never mind. Maybe we're EX rank. Either way, we have a Dazzle coming up. I'm gonna gamble everything on that Dazzle. Let's get a little bit of health back up. That's a nuke. Yeah, that's a nuke. I don't have enough for my res. I do, actually. There we go. I can hit 2 with Fujiyama Volcano. Fuck yeah, dude. Ooh, that damage. That's that damage with massive burn tick for the next 3 turns as well. Now it's just Suwaka. I was going to say Suwaka. Suwako. Ooh. God damn. Are there equips here in EX? No, but I want an EX fight. Hell yeah. Well, that might be my best way of getting EXP at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if Marissa was almost maxed out now. I don't remember when exactly we get Sanae. I think we go to the Scarlet Devil Mansion and then to the Moria Shrine, and that's where you get Suwako, Kanako, and Sanae. I believe. Okay. I have had my fun. Is there a quiz? Oh, there's a quiz battle. You know what? Fine. There's one little send-off here real quick. And by real quick, I mean we're going to be here for like 20 minutes. Sorry. this. I like the opening, okay. Even the song itself is cool. Like, the title is Love Letter to Gensokyo. Feels very fitting for this game. Okay, Satori. I don't know a whole lot about her, but she has like a weird eyeball thingy. Sanae. I don't know anything about her either, but she claims that things like the PS2 are not retro. I think this was Sakuya. I've seen that post before. That meme. Tenshi Hinanai. I also don't know anything about her, but she's the final boss in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. Remilia Tenshi. Nice. Remlazar and Tenshi. Yuyuko. Marisa. Remilia. Bastard. Satori Marisa. Okay. I have that off by one, actually. That's the one that got. Satori can read minds. Oh, that makes perfect sense. The player character does a really wacky woohoo. He has a moment where he's like... I don't know what they bring up, but someone brings up something, and then he starts imagining the ladies in like a hot spring for a brief moment, and you just have Satori glaring at you from the side. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense then. Alright, I understand that now. Aya Shimemaru. Whoops, that's not an A. It's an A Lamau. Yukari. Shikeki Aya. Looks like I spelled Ayu instead of Aya. Do this one. Shikeki. Mokuo. Which I would really like to get my main outfit, so I think I'll just give her a couple of random gifts. Yes, I'll have to grind more, but that's fine. I'm already kind of locked in here. Kaguya Sanae? Sanae? In my headcanon, I'm way cooler than this guy, but, you know, it's just some Touhou superfan that gets thrust into this position, right? Into this situation. Honestly, if I were a better artist, I would love to do a Let's Play of this game with, like, my own CG thrown in. Since there's no unique artwork or CGs, for that kind of scene, I'd want to draw it out and have it on screen, right? Someday I would like to do a Let's Play of this game. I'm streaming it, which is kind of like that, I guess, but also different. Maybe like a group Let's Play. Have the whole Saturday squad join me for some commentary. And everyone has some kind of history with Touhou, so I think the banter would be fun. Sanae. Top right. Reimu Hakure. Hakure border? Fantasy board? I don't remember what her spell cards are called, sorry. Yuyuko Sagyoji. Which we have right here. I don't know this one. Mokuo. Who happens to be on the same row. Kaguya is this one. Yes. Excuse me. Don't know if that burp was audible, but I should say excuse me anyway. Marisa. Right here. Next to Marisa. Satori. What about Koishi? If Satori can read minds, what can Koishi do? In the story, Utsuho breaks out of hell. Not, like, willingly. I don't know what happened to her, but her energy goes out of control or something, and she becomes a moving sun that lands right outside the Scarlet Devil Mansion, unfortunately. We find Satori, who got knocked out by Utsuho, I think. Koishi finds us when we find Satori and thinks we did it, and then we gotta fight her. So I don't actually know what Satori, and that's what Koishi does. She has an amazing theme in this game, though. The Yokai Girl Cometh, I believe it's called. Dude, her theme is so fucking good. I have it in my playlists, actually. If you have my good tunes or my novel reading tunes playlist. Sakuya? Yeah. This is Yuka Kazami. This is Reimu. I have no fucking idea what I wrote here, by the way. Reimu... What do you think this looks like? Does that look like a Reimu? Yukari. Sanae Yukari. Well, I have Yukari now. Yukari. That's Reimu, you idiot! No! Sakuya. Marissa, the bot woke up. Yuka. Sanae Yukari. Okay. This one is Yukari. This one is... What? Reimu? Okay. This and this. This and this. I was off by one. A sun outside the Scarlet Devil Mansion. How unfortunate. That's why we went to Aente to get some medicine for our crispy vampires back home. We don't know what this one is. Ah, fuck. That's the one thing I want. Sakuya. Sanae. Fresh off of her appearance in Labyrinth Trailblazer, which I would very much like to pick up. Oh, where was my my avatar's here, right? Also, wait, if that's Sanae, then this is Sanae as well, right? Yeah. Do we know any of these? No. Sakuya, top left? Aya. Fuck, dude. It's over. Yeah, no. I gotta do that again, sorry. I was doing so good. God damn it, man. I could also just move to art now, but sunk cost fallacy, damn it. Sore ni. Hello? I don't even know who I was fighting, but screw you, bud. It is indeed Jover. Yukari. I was doing so good, bro. I wrote Yukari really poorly. Sanae. I'm just gonna go in a line here. Well, he found Sanae right away. And he found Yukari right away. Yuka Kazami. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yuka Kazami. Sanae. Okay, let me actually write these out right. This was Yukari. This was Sanae. We have Yuka Kazami. I'm gonna keep going down this list. Aya Shimemaru, Lucky. Ayaya. Or A. Sakuya. Aya. That's 3 Ayas on the top row, bro. Sakuya. Tenshi. Who was that? It was Tenshi who? Tenshi Muyo? 1, 2, 3, 4. This was Tenshi? This was... Reimu? Question marks? I'm not sure about that one. Those are question marks, trust me. Well, keep going down my list here. Marissa, none. Shikieki. Tenshi Reimu. This is Shikieki. So was this Tenshi? Yes. Was this Reimu? No, that was Sanae. Well, I have a Sanae. That's a Yuka! Wait, I got their positions backwards? No. Sakuya here? So this is Yuka, this is Sanae. And this was Kaguya. What the fuck? Who invited you? Hail Mary? Mokuo. Very fitting. Remelius Scarlet. Yuyuko Segyoji. Let's make that a little more legible. Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't remember a whole lot about that anime. Cabbageception? Is there a cabbage meme I don't know about? Mokuo. There we go. I think I got Tenshi. Yeah. We don't know this corner piece. Reimu Hakure. I have a Reimu somewhere. I don't know if this is Reimu. It is. Good. That's one I was skeptical. This is the one that I'm skeptical about, actually. Skeptical? Skeptical? What word am I thinking of? Oh, shit. What word am I thinking about? Skeptical, I think. Oh, Yuka Cabbage. Not familiar with that one. Satori Marissa. Satori Marissa. Marissa is that one. That one's Satori, that one's Aya. Do I have another Aya? I have another Aya. Satori. Oh, wait. Is it Satori? I got it wrong. Damn. Remelia? I lost track. I think that's Rem. This was Satori Shikeki. I think? Yes. I think, therefore I am. I think I got that one already. Is that a Yuyuko or a Yuka? I think we already had Yuka. Ah, fuck, a Marissa. That says Sanae for me. Oh, no, that's right. Satori. Reimu above Yuka. I'm assuming... Is this Yuka? That's Marissa. What? Well, I have a Marissa right here, no? Okay, that works out. I have lost control of everything. Don't I have both Satoris already? Or was this not Satori? That is Satori, meaning that is Satori. A Reimu. Time to test if this one really was Reimu. Fuck, it's Sanae. It's blue Reimu, it's green Reimu. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. You fucker! You fucker. I'll do the minigame off stream. It's probably not very interesting to look at, huh? Okay. What do I do? I think I will get set up to draw, but I don't want this stream to get copyright stricken since it is since it's part 7 of my Pocket Wars playthrough. So I'm gonna end it here and come back in about 5 minutes. Sound good? If you show up again, see you then, Yomu. If not, have a great rest of your night. I think I'm gonna draw anyway. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, play some other game or something. We'll see. I don't got anything to do tomorrow, I don't think. So, see you in a bit. Is my music even gonna play? There we go. Be right back. I love that game. Thanks for watching, by the way. I know it's not super entertaining to look at, but it's legitimately one of my favorite games. I think it's so cool.